What up, pimps? 0 views or fell off. I'll have you know it's up to 9 viewers now. I'm recovering from my cancellation. From that time 2 days ago where I did deer face. I apologize to the deer community. I see that was wrong now. Hey sisters! Hey sisters! Deer face and screeching sounds. Yeah, I understand that the screeching sound was a mating call. I didn't mean to do that. What did the deer community challenge you to? A duel in the wood? They did. They challenged me to, a lighting up Santa's sleigh competition to prove that I was, in fact, one-fourth part deer. I failed. It was a lie. What time is it for Mika? It is 2 p.m. I slept kind of today. That's pretty cool. I feel guilty about it though. Did you actually get a ban over it? No. Let's mute my monitor so I can see it so I don't get fucking neck damage again.
Let's do that. How about them apples? There, now you can see it. Now I can see it good. Yeah!
Guys, we have a special guest today. Special guest brother Dinghis. Special guest brother Dinghis is going to be here. Are you guys excited for brother Dinghis? Type 1 in the chat if you're excited for brother Dinghis. We needed brother Dinghis because during dating advice streams, I've noticed you guys get particularly rowdy. Because you disagree when a woman says things, which, you know, I understand. It comes part of the territory with being online. So there needs to be a man in the stream, apparently, to tell you the exact same things I'm telling you. But in the voice of a man, so you guys can understand that, maybe sniffing a girl's hair and telling her she smells like she cheated is not a good look. You need a man's voice to tell you that. It's not effective when I do it. But Mika, I'm a man, can I help? The slot is taken up by Senior Dinghis today. But maybe someday you can be on the Mika show. I'd like to do more collabs eventually. But we're taking it slow. We're taking it slow with brother Dinghis, who is my best friend from university. So I trust his judgment. Because I know him in real life. Me and my girlfriend are going to lease an apartment together for the first time. Got any advice? I'm sure Dinghis actually has advice for that one. Alright, we should probably get him on the line here. Let's get him on the line. scoot this over to this monitor. Brother Dinghis. Should I jump on Discord? Yes, motherfucker.
Yo.
Hello, brother Dinghis. I can barely hear you. Let me turn you up a little bit. Just slightly.
Yo, DJ, turn me up.
Alright, we've got a man on the line. We've got a man on the line. You know what that means? It means, this is now a stream that you can listen to without getting angry.
Yes. Yes, it is. I'm gonna be the father figure none of you have. What, they're all on stream. They're all 60 people watching on Twitch right now? You think they have a father figure? Come on.
I think it's good because I think most of my audience is like early 20s. So that's why I like doing these, because I have advice, you have advice, because we're both fucking old. And I think people appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. Also, just a note, I cannot read chat very fast because it's all delayed, right? So...
Oh, don't worry about that. I'll read the chat, and if there are questions geared toward you, I'll try to refer them over to you. Like somebody just asked, what did they just fucking ask? Oh, him and his GF are about to lease an apartment together. Any advice? I actually have no advice on that, because every time I've leased an apartment with a guy, it's been a fucking disaster. So I'm actually not even sure what to do about that problem.
Yeah, it's really that one has a really simple answer. Do you guys hang around each other a lot? Do you spend like weeks at a time at each other's apartment and you don't get mad at each other? Good, lease an apartment together. Really easy. Next.
See? See, it's great when...
It's literally that. It's like, okay, if you guys don't get on each other's nerves and you made it work on like a test kind of run by being at each other's houses for like more than like 2-3 weeks at a time, you can probably lease an apartment together. That's it.
Yeah.
Next.
It's that easy. It's that easy. Just make sure you don't get on each other's nerves. Make sure you guys don't have like those weird attachment issues that they talk about all the time on TikTok. Like, make sure you're neither of those people.
Yeah, exactly. Also, I gotta go. Somebody in the chat here wrote, "A Jewish man and a black woman impossible." I just want to point out that Sammy Davis Jr. exists. All right, next.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sammy Davis Jr. It's like rare.
Yeah.
Together combined, like if we were to do the Dragon Ball Z fusion, we would become Sammy Davis Jr.
It'll just look like Mr. Popo. All right.
No, they made him blue now. They made him blue now because what he was before, that was racist. That's not allowed.
Oh right, yeah. They made
he's
him
blue now.
Yeah, that was fucked up, Toriyama.
Get comfortable talking about money openly with your partner before leasing any type of shit, brother. Yeah, that's also good. That's the mistake I made with my ex-husband, who would just start screaming at me when I asked him, like, hey, can you help me with half the utilities? And he would just get very angry and said, I already paid the utilities! What are you talking about? And then it would start a fight. Because he didn't actually pay for the utilities, he just didn't want to do that. Because he didn't have a job, because he was playing World of Warcraft all day. He didn't want to, like, stop playing World of Warcraft.
General piece of advice to anybody in the chat right now, don't date anybody who is really into MOBAs as a former Dota 2 player. It's the biggest fucking red flag I can imagine.
I can vouch for that as a former League of Legends player. It's just if somebody says that they play that outright, I will block them. If they're trying to rizz me up, they automatically get fucking blocked. They're on my shit list by default.
Yeah, the only exception to this rule is if you have a 5-stack that you play with constantly, that you hang out with in real life, then that's like fine. But if you play solo queue, no, dude, just get out of there.
Is Dinghis in a relationship? Dinghis
is in a 2-year relationship with a beautiful, lovely woman.
Yeah, she's really pretty.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's like the fucking coolest chick in the world right now.
She's also really scary. She scares the shit out of me. I'm so scared of her all the time.
I've been told, like, you know that, like a week or 3 different people told me that they were really scared of me when they met me, and I'm like, I really don't understand how.
Well, I'm not gonna say her name. I'm gonna accidentally say her name. If I do, I'm sorry. I'm gonna call her Violet because that counts. When Violet, it's her piercing gaze Violet has very piercing eyes.
Yeah. You know what? I have a Violet at work, so it's gonna throw me off real hard. How about the name we always do at the coffee spot? Booyah.
Booyah. Okay, that's easy. That's actually
Booyah.
easier to remember. Booyah.
Yeah, let's do Booyah.
Okay.
Let's call my girlfriend Booyah and meet Dinghis. All right.
All right. Let's get reading these submissions
Yeah.
here. It's
Hold on. There's a
again.
highlighted. There's a
Wrong
highlighted
monitor
message
again.
here.
Oh, you can read that one. I'll figure out the display capture.
Okay. Dating your partner and living with them is way different than dating them and living separate. If you don't set up expectations about living and finances, that stress will leak throughout the relationship. Learn that and still find my ex's vape pods in random nooks and crannies. Yeah.
Vape pods. What's she doing? Like squirreling them away? Saving them for winter.
Yeah, like just you throw them out when you're done, right? Like why is she storing them?
Let's see. I mean, yeah, you definitely need to have those conversations before the living together starts. I've made that mistake twice where I don't talk about it. I just I do the Disney princess thing where
My buddy is hopefully getting Ingfanes sung to her longtime BF, and we are starting to
what?
plan her wedding.
So
Also, you
there's
are
a
having the
text
same
chat.
stream schedule as iDubbbz. You are directly competing with him.
I'm directly competing with iDubbbz, apparently. That hurts me. That's so bizarre
Yeah.
to think about.
iDubbbz is live right now, and man, he's not pulling good numbers.
Well, he plays Hearthstone. That's what the fucking problem is. Nobody plays Hearthstone anymore. And,
By the way,
he keeps having these
also-
lukewarm bread tube takes that nobody fucks with. I don't know why he thought he should do that. He should just, like, if he's gonna do anything content-wise, he should just go back to, like, the trail camera squirrel thing. But no, he wants to do
Yeah.
politics.
no, because he got whipped so hard after the whole Sam Hyde thing. He's trying to find some sort of audience, so he's like buddying up and sucking up like Hassan and all these other fucking Frogan and shitty other streamers. That
I don't,
can't
but
fucking-
nobody likes those people. I don't understand why that would be the audience that you want.
because nobody likes iDubbbz. So he's gotta find some sort of audience, right? You can't just.
Oh,
'cause
I get
think
it. I
about
get it. He's looking for people that are even more hated than he is. I guess that makes sense. To make
Yeah.
himself look better.
Yeah, a little bit. It's really sad, like, because I think like iDubbbz is also like I don't think it's fair to judge someone's like relationship, because especially when you're not in it and he's getting so much hate anyway.
Dude, like, I was watching a video about that the other day, and somebody, because, like, I hate YouTube drama slop, but the iDubbbz thing is just so fascinating to me. And somebody pointed out that, like, he's still in there, he's just in a really abusive relationship, and I felt that. Because when I was with my ex-husband, I was, like, a completely fucking different person, and I just did everything I could to get my ex-husband to like me again. And nothing I did worked. But, you know, I probably would have, like, robbed a bank for that guy just to, like, connect with him, and nothing I did helped. So I think
Yeah.
he's still in there, too. It's just really shitty for him, and I feel bad for him.
Yeah, it seems like from what I can tell from like the drama and online shit, and people saying like H3, because H3 is a gossipy bitch. Like I'm not a big H3 fan.
Yeah,
even
dude.
though-
Oh, he won't shut the fuck up about the iDub stuff. Like 2 months later, he's just using it as like a content grift for a podcast that nobody fucking watches.
Yeah, and he said that this is the part that made a lot of sense though. He said that iDubbbz's girlfriend is apparently like his first girlfriend ever.
That's what I heard. I don't know how true that is, because it's really easy to just make shit up about people online. But I
Yeah.
guess it would make sense. I mean, this does count as dating advice, by the way. If a person you're dating starts changing you in a way that is completely opposite of who you are, don't date that person, because that person isn't actually in love with you. They're in love with an idea. And you don't want to become somebody else's concept. That's called being a pussy-whipped bitch.
Yeah. All right. So Kresno here.
Nika,
has a
I'm here
highlighted
with my
chat I wanna read
platonic
real
wife.
quick. Let's
Say
see.
hi to Melody.
Hey Dingus, here's something that happened to me. I
Hi,
was
Melody.
At a party. Oh.
Sorry. There was because you can't hear the text-to-speech chat, but I can. Sorry. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. So let's see here. Hold on. Get on the road. Okay. Hey Dingus, here's something that happened to me. I was at a party and was talking to this girl at a God fucking stupid chat keeps jumping. At a pregame. And we were chatting about.
Wait, hold on.
anime.
Thank you for the sub sweatsuit. Sorry, this is gonna be really chaotic because we've not figured this out for this level of people, so bear with us.
Yeah, sorry. Also, we're like not sharing the stream. It's kind of like, I don't know, fucky. We were chatting about anime and a compliment on her Naruto tattoo. When I had to go, she put her forehead against mine and said we need to do a photo shoot together. She got very intimately close, but I am wary. What should I do, Dinghis-san? I don't know. This lady sounds cool. What kind of Naruto tattoo she has? Does she have the infamous Kakashi? Is that girl?
It depends on which character it is. If it's Sasuke, you should run. But if it's like any of the Akatsuki, then yeah, that's a green flag.
If it's Jiraiya-sama, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Jiraiya is also good. Jiraiya is also based.
What do I think about Counter-Strike players? I think you guys are incredibly emotionally unstable. In general, get out of competitive online gaming.
And in any fucking competitive online game, do not date those people. And if you are one of those people, consider not being that. All right, I guess
the only thing I would...
Go ahead.
The only thing I would consider absolutely worse is people who spend a lot of time in VR chat. Like, a little bit is fine.
Yeah.
If you're on VR chat a lot, you are substituting something really important in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't do VR chat. Don't do VR chat. Don't do competitive gaming. Only online games that are fine is like Jackbox, I think. That's it.
Yeah. a little bit of Animal Crossing online here and there. But other than that, yeah, don't. Alright. Let's go into the dating hole responses.
Let's go.
Alright, name, Brian H. Gender, male, age 29, looking for casual dating. What is your dating question? Since approaching people on the street is cringe, how can I meet new people?
Go to classes.
We get a lot of the same question all the time. You have to start going to classes and pick up hobbies that you think women like, but don't like fake it. You should also genuinely be interested in the thing. Because
yeah, you should go, like, the worst case scenario is that you're gonna acquire a cool skill.
Yeah.
You know? And that should be your main focus. Like, and honestly, like, something that I did, like, a few years ago that the person I met was fucking insane, but was fun. I took an adult swimming lesson because I didn't know how to swim. I could know how to swim, like, I wouldn't drown, but I didn't know how to swim properly. So I took adult swimming lessons. I met some fucking cool people. And then they turned out to be crazy. So, like, you need to find some shit that you like. You'll meet people there. Classes are really good. Group activities are good. Not gonna lie to you, it's hard as an adult to make friends. It's not fucking easy for anyone anymore. I have never made a friend at work, at any job I've had in my life.
I've made friends at Marvel. Like, I still talk to all those people. It's just like, it was all online though. But it kind of depends on the line of work that you're in too. If you know, you're definitely not going to meet women at work if you work construction. But you know, if maybe art jobs, you're more likely to meet women, probably. But there also aren't any art jobs anymore. Those are all gone because they're getting outsourced to India.
Yeah.
If you have an art job, probably.
So I'll be real with you. There's spots and places people go to specifically to interact with other people. So you should do this. Go to a bar alone and bring a book or a sketch pad or something and just fucking hang out and drink beers. And worst case, you drink a beer and you fucking hung out by yourself, dude. And that's fine. Just go to, like, and occasionally, you know, you'll make eye contact with somebody. You can start talking to them. Like, that's the easiest, biggest fucking tell in the world. Is usually if a woman is making eye contact with you at a bar, she wants to talk to you.
It's a good way to, like, just at least practice eye contact with people, because I know for a fact that at least 70% of you are severely autistic, so that's, like, the first step, is just not being scared of making eye contact with people. That's, like, a huge step. I think the biggest skill to have, be able to create any type of relationship, is up to your social emotional intelligence. Yeah. You're gonna have to work the kinks out of that autism, and you're gonna have to practice. Like, just practice in general talking to people. It doesn't even have to be girls. Just practice talking to other humans, and you'll eventually get the hang of talking to women.
Yeah. You need to get good at talking to women, and honestly, the best way to get good at that is to not try to have sex with them.
Yeah, they can smell it. They know that when a man is looking at me and I can tell that he likes me, I can see it. It's like something in his eyes. His eyes do a weird thing, and I know immediately. So you need to go in with, like, pure intentions, like fucking Goku approaching the Nimbus, and Goku can get on the Nimbus because his heart is pure, but Krillin can't because Krillin's a little shithead. So women can tell. Women are like the flying Nimbus. You have to remember that. Go in with pure intentions.
Yeah, any kid who grew up in a very hot place with a swimming pool can tell you right away when somebody just wants to fucking go swim in their swimming pool, you know what I mean? Or hang out with them because they're their friend, basically, you know what I'm saying?
The friend with the pool.
The friend with the pool. Yeah, you're like, oh, dude, yeah, we want to go to fucking whatever's fucking John's house, you know? Like, it's like, they can tell. They can fucking tell, dude. So, like, don't just talk to them as if they're fucking human beings and not somebody you're trying to get something out of. Yeah, like, stop trying to get something out of it.
It's like when
worst case, you'll have a nice convo.
When somebody's
fucking
coming
chill.
to your house trying to sell you something, that's what it feels like when you're a woman at a place and a man is very obviously trying to get something out of you. Like, it's that same level of, oh god, please stop fucking talking to me. It's very aggressive and jarring, and I don't like it. So, you have to, like, learn how to not be so focused on the pussy. Try to be friends first.
And I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think approaching people on the street is terrible if you can tell that they are willing to talk to you and they're kind of interested. Like, you need to start getting a sense of, like, is this person approachable right now, or are they not?
That's like next level.
That's next level. Yeah.
That's an advanced skill. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if chat's ready for that one.
Yeah, I agree, but I don't think you should be that terrified of approaching people on the street. Like, don't think that it's like a horrible, terrible thing. Because if you do it nicely and if you do it in a respectful manner, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
So wear sunglasses. No, sunglasses make you look more autistic, especially if it's like an inappropriate time to be wearing sunglasses. And also, eyes are the nipples of the face, and women need to see those to see if they're attracted to you. Mika, I don't want to practice socializing, just groom me already. This is not a Minecraft stream, this is a dating advice stream. I'm not really in the business of grooming people, but, let's see. Is Dr. Disrespect online, or did he leave? Is he gone forever? There's always Dr. Disrespect, maybe.
I don't know, dude. I don't pay attention to that sort of stuff.
I pay attention when it's a kitty diddler. I think you should be very acutely aware of kitty diddlers.
Dude, I kind of loved watching To Catch a Predator. That was really fun. That was a really fun show. I should bring that back.
They discontinued it? It's not online anymore?
Oh, I don't know if it's still going on. I remember I watched a certain localized version of it. I'll send you this clip, which is so funny. They show a guy, like, coming into the house, but his face is censored, and the announcer guy is like, this man went to court to get his face censored and, like, make sure that they don't release the footage. Well, that failed, and then they removed the censor off his face and said his name and age. It was just the funniest editing I've ever seen in my life, dude. I peed my pants. It was like something from Arrested Development.
Who is this Dinghis guy? Dinghis is my IRL friend and local server moderator, and he has a GF, so he's like qualified to give dating advice as a man. He's here because people get rowdy in the chat and accuse me of giving bad woman advice when you guys just don't like women sometimes, or some people just don't like women online.
Also, fun fact, I'm actually streaming from her room right now. She's off at camp. She's gonna be back in a few hours, but like...
Yeah, I'm actually Dinghis. This is a VTuber avatar. And the one with the deep voice, that one's Mika. Alright,
next question.
Name, Jojo Space Pants. Gender presentation, Zim. Hetero flexible 45. Casual dating. Are sticky finger foods to be avoided on first dates, such as chicken wings? Also, what are social norms on shared costs for the first dates, such as movie tickets? Is requesting your date pay their own share make you a cheapskate? As for chicken wings, you should definitely do that to assert your dominance. Nothing gets a woman more geared up to fuck than a guy who's got sauce smeared all over his body. That just shows that, she's in for a good time later when things get really sticky, if you know what I'm saying. As for shared costs, don't do that. I mean, you can ask. You're not gonna get pussy out of that, though. That's like seen as insulting to a woman.
Exactly. It's also like you might be setting up a bad precedent depending on the person you're dating. You might be setting up this expectation that you're gonna pay every time. I think paying is nice, and I think sharing is also nice. And It really depends on who you're with. Because, like, I also kind of like doing, oh, I paid for this time, maybe you'll pay next time. Kind of like, you know, but not like that obligated. Like, don't fucking pinch pennies.
I think people are like
that
paranoid.
sounds weird coming from me, I know. But, like, also, like, sticky finger foods, dude, let me tell you, you need to go out and get some bone marrow. Go eat some bone marrow together. Just.
Oh, that's disgusting. I hate that. I hate bone marrow and I hate oysters. I don't understand why people eat that shit. It's fucking gross.
Bone marrow is, like, not bad. Oysters I don't get. I tried it, like, a long time ago. I didn't like it.
Last long-term relationship, I was with someone I cared about, but after a while, she started getting more into substance abuse, and I started to lose interest. We broke up after 10 to 11 months. That's a valid reason to not be interested in somebody anymore.
It's absolutely valid.
Probably, yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, there's no argument to be said about that. Like,
cool.
don't date a drug addict. It's fine.
Cool.
No.
Cool chat, bro. I don't know what to tell you about that one. You did the right thing. Yeah, good job. Maybe you should have done that faster. 10 to 11 months. It's like you fucking. I would have done that in 2 weeks, personally. But that's because I have literally no patience anymore. All right.
For me, I always propose to split for fear of having to owe something to the other person. That's what I do on dates when I don't like the guy. I don't want to have to, like, have him in my DMs getting mad at me, expecting, oh, well, I paid for your coffee, where's the pussy at? I don't want to have to deal with that situation later, so if I don't like the guy, I won't let him pay. But if I do like the guy, I will let him pay. It's a strange psychology, I know, but, you know, I don't make the fucking rules. That's just how sexual selection works. You should have paid attention in 10th grade biology. Men have to be the providers, and women have a lot more to lose by choosing wrong, i.e. childbirth. So that's just how it fucking is. I don't know what to tell you about, like, the whole finances thing. It's just, it's not fair, I guess. You know, it's not equal, as we're all trying to do in the gender wars, but that's just how it fucking works, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Also, sorry, I just saw this in chat. Robin Prince, dude, miss you too a lot. I miss your lady too. You guys should come up here and visit. You know.
Bought you an Happy Meal. Where is the puss, yo?
Love it if you come over. You're always welcome to join. Yeah, I miss you a lot.
Thought you a Happy Meal. Where's the puss?
What was that?
He said, I bought you.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
What if the coffee was $1,000? I mean, you get into the territory, when you get into the territory of, like, straight up gold diggers, like, if the woman wants you to take her to a Michelin 5-star on the first date, then, yeah, don't date that person. That's a gold digger. But if, like, a girl is just like, hey, pay for my coffee, like, bro, you shouldn't have a problem with that. It's like, it's $5. It's just coffee. You chill out, man.
Also, you know what? Now that I think about it, if you should pay or not, I'd say pay if you feel like it. If you feel like, hey, I had a good connection with this person, I like them, and I want to do this for them.
Yeah, because you also have autonomy. Like, if you didn't like the date, then you don't have to pay, and then you don't have to see that person again. But if you like her and you want to see her again, yeah, you should probably pay.
Yeah.
Right.
Super simple. All right, next question. Let's go. We're fucking burning through these.
Well, a lot of them are like the same question over and over. Like, I'm afraid of women. How do I talk to women?
Yeah.
Name Thomas Alves. Gender, he, him, straight mostly. Age 25, interested in casual.
What does that mean?
What is... Oh, I just felt like putting it because it sounded funny.
No, straight mostly?
Oh, straight mostly? Probably likes a penis here and there. Who doesn't like a quick little peep at a nutsack occasionally as a treat? Men can have a little bit of balls as a
I'm
treat.
not judging. I just want to know what he means by that. Are you like bi, or are you like straight curious, like bi curious, whatever? Like
it's probably what it means, like bi curious.
Bi curious. All right.
All right.
I was like that when I was looking for a new bike too. It's going through the shop. I didn't know outside. That's so bad. That's the worst joke. All right, next.
Hello, my favorite streamer, Michael.
Highlander.
Also, hello, Dinghis. Nice chill dating advice stream to listen to while I eat my slow burger.
Make sure you eat your slow burger extra slow, so it lasts the entire 3 hours of the stream.
What the fuck is a slow burger?
It's a burger
I'm late on this.
You know, it's a slow burger. It's a burger that takes some time to accomplish. You ever accomplish a slow burger? That's what it is. That's what it means. Anyway, what the hell is wrong with people? Nah, I'm fine, just joking around. Don't really, actually, I feel kind of confident, but at the same time, I can get really anxious around social interaction, especially when there's involved somebody I find attractive. Any advice? Second opinion? There's also pictures. I'll let you answer that while I check to make sure these aren't penises. Let's make sure these aren't cock shots.
Your first paragraph is total dog shit. That's probably one thing I want to tell you. You like the way you wrote that is off-putting as shit.
Well,
like honestly.
Well, he did say
you're,
he said he was joking. He was just kidding, bro. It's just
is this kidding around? Yeah, you can delete that. You need to optimize the way you talk. Fuck, I forgot the rest of the question.
Oh,
I need to look at it. Hold on, put.
Dingus. A slow burger is a burger that has to go to the special
Like
class and
what's
has
wrong
to
with
ride the
people?
short bus.
And he said, Dingus, a slow burger is a burger that has to go to the special class and has to ride the short bus. That makes sense for this stream.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. I feel kind of confident, but at the same time, I could get really anxious around social interaction, especially when there's someone I find attractive. And he's, I'm gonna be real with you. I still feel like that sometimes. Like, you know, it happens. It happens, dude. Sometimes you run into somebody who's so pretty, it kind of fucking, it flusters you. If you ever ran into somebody who is kind of like, looks like a model, you try to talk to them, like, whoa, it's like a different kind of like human being. Like if I'm not talking about like somebody who's just like normal attractive, but someone who's actually like that supermodel level, it really throws you off. You don't, like, for some reason, like your brain can't like comprehend that. But I think if you get like really nervous, maybe I don't know, just try to like not think like don't I don't know if I have advice for this one.
I think
this is a hard one.
I think that's what the appeal of going to a bar is. You can get a little bit of alcohol in you, and maybe you're less scared of things, less afraid of being a little weirdo.
Yeah, just drink alcohol.
Just become an alcoholic. And that's how you'll get women. Just become an alcoholic. Start drinking and driving. Start fear maxing. You know,
maybe start talking to people you don't find attractive.
Yeah.
And work your way up.
Yeah.
You know?
Start from the ground floor, but make sure you're an alcoholic first, or it's not gonna work. All right, let's look at these dudes. Peak Shores. Michael plays Lisa. I have it downloaded. I haven't actually played it yet. I haven't gotten around to it. I do want to play it.
You
though.
gonna hide that big ass forehead?
I love Lisa. It's a great game.
That's what I hear. All right, let's
phenomenal.
look at this. Let's look at this man. So these are MySpace angles.
These are your Tinder profiles, or is this
I think it's
just
Hinge. It's Hinge. Thank you for the sub,
Horrible.
Mr. Neurocaf. Yeah, these are not flattering at all. I can't see what's going on. You're doing MySpace angles.
Not only that, your hair is covering your face and you're shirtless. No, let me tell you something. Nobody wants to see a nipple. Alright? Like, these images are not good, dude. You can't really tell what's going on. They're low quality, they're at a weird angle, and they're not flattering. I would, like, not. Alright, next image. Let's go.
I recently discovered that things happen when there's enough courage to face the empty void inside the fridge. What? Oh, I guess maybe this means cooking. I guess it was, like, meant to be funny. What? Why? Why, bro? Like, it's just a picture of a piece of your forehead. It looks... Why?
Dude, it's like a GeoGuessr thing. Like, what is this? This is... Like, I'm not trying to roast you, dude. Like, I get it. Like, but also you seem very, very young.
We're not
like,
roasting his appearance, we're roasting his inability to take pictures of himself. It's like, come on, man. We need to see what you look like. It's
take that
GeoGuessr,
photo.
but like, which part of your body is it? Is it your head or is it your fucking pubes? Who can
also,
tell?
I like that it's did you take that photo with a Nintendo 3DS, dude? I think you took it on a carpet. Oh man, he weaved it. It's tapestry. All right.
It's embroidered.
It's embroidered.
This is actually this is a picture of somebody's fucking pants, and this is a patch on it. Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
These aren't even pictures of you. These are.
All right. Yeah. Useless. Next. Oh come on, dude.
Okay, they're all. Okay. These are all terrible pictures.
This is the worst one.
You're not unattractive. You just suck fucking ass at taking pictures of yourself.
Looking at these photos, dude, you care, like, and also this relates to your question. You care immensely about what people think about you. And you need to stop giving a fuck. Like this is like all these images, dude. They tell me that like you don't necessarily have a lot of confidence, and they tell me that you are really scared of certain kind of like interactions, and your question tells me that too. And like I think what you need to do is start gaining confidence, and you're only going to get that by going out and feeling better about yourself by interacting with more people and getting positive interactions. Get rid of these images. You also don't have any images with friends, which is also a big red flag.
Well, he's one thing he's doing right is he's smiling, at least in his pictures, so he doesn't look like a serial killer. Also,
At
I'm
least
trying
you're
to. Are these like banana earrings? That's actually pretty lit. If these are banana earrings, it's
Okay.
pretty cool.
Yeah, those are moons,
Oh. Okay.
right? They either I think it's like the Sailor no. What was
Sailor Moon?
It's like the no. Don't they have those in DBZ? When
Moons?
they
No.
yeah, they have like the little earrings that fucking fusion them together, so they do a stronger fusion.
Oh, I don't remember what they look like.
Is it a banana or a moon?
It looked like a fucking banana to me, but anyway.
All right,
earrings are
chat. Chat, write 1 if you think it's a banana, 2 if
Two
you
of
think it's a moon.
If only.
Actually, comment, do emojis. Vote with your emojis. Lots of people think it's bananas. I see. Yeah, well, it's hard to tell.
All right. Well, in any case, you need a picture of yourself with a shirt on. You need a picture of yourself
Yes.
with friends. You need to get rid of
Also-
this. You need to get rid of this one. You need pictures that are like just dead on
Horrible.
of you and flattering and not covering your face and doing whatever
Yeah.
this pose is. Like, it looks like you're JoJo posing. Just have like normal pictures. That's like what's not getting people to swipe on you, because like who is
Yeah.
this?
I wish I could see the images right now, but I'm forced to watch a fucking KFC commercial.
Oh, because you've got an ad. that's
Yeah.
That's Twitch
Which
for you.
now I want to eat KFC. Great. Okay, hold on. Did my internet crash?
I mean, I can still hear you.
Oh, you can still hear me? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Then the Twitch is like, you know what? I'm gonna stream these commercials at 8K CinemaScope, but you're gonna watch a stream at 144p as if it was
Well, I
shot
mean, that's
on
where
a...
that's where Twitch's priorities are. That's what they do.
Fuck this website.
Yeah, I mean, you could always watch on YouTube instead.
Oh shit, that's yeah, but yeah, whatever. I don't know, dude. I'm just watching a fucking Amazon ad on Twitch. It's like, it's all good. Now I'm watching Dinesh from Silicon Valley posing in front of a fire pit. Yeah. So how old did this guy say he is?
I think he's like 25.
He has to be
yeah.
20.
Yeah, he's 25. He's quite young.
He's 25.
Yeah.
You're at the age where you need to start knowing better. I'm gonna be real with you. This is like this
Yeah,
is
I would have
fine
thought
if
he
you
was
were
like
20.
21 or something.
At 25, dude, like something, I understand that, like, okay, you grew up during COVID, maybe you have like 2 years of, you know, so you're technically 23, you're not 25, let's say, because you were at home for 2 years, right? You didn't get the very important developmental stage in your life.
Comparing yourself to others is worthless. Comparing yourself to yourself is a good way to make progress towards goals. Yeah, that's a good little string of advice. Just compete with
I
the
like that.
person you were yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for the sub, NeuroKip. Oh, he gifted you a sub, Dinghis.
Oh, sick.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you, NeuroKip. Here, I send you an automated message. Yeah, so this would have been a fine profile for a 19-year-old. You're 25, dude. It's time to start fucking getting your shit together. And literally, I don't know. Just it's tough, dude, but you need better photos, you need a better description, and you need more confidence, and you're not going to gain confidence by staying at home. You need to go out to a bar alone, bring a book, and drink some beers, and worst case, you drink some beers and read a book.
Yeah,
Alright, next.
It's not completely a waste of time to do that. Go out, learn how the real world feels. All right, next. Name, Chips for Cheese, or CFC. Gender presentation, man preferred to go by koala/bear. Age 21, ranked competitive dating. What's a good sign of chemistry? Do you have to finish each other's sentences in order to be considered a covalent bond? Yeah, I'd say being able to have a conversation that can go a long while with you guys iterating off of each other's things that you guys say. A lot of eye contact is good. Sometimes when girls like you, they'll like do subconscious things like, you know, grab your shoulder if you make them laugh, like they'll slap your knee instead of theirs, you know, stuff like that. That's usually a good sign that they want to know more about you. What do you say, Dinghis?
I think a good sign of chemistry. Question is are you talking about in like what part of a relationship? Dating?
I think he's meaning
dating?
like, I think he just means like dating, like if you're on a date and you're trying to figure out if things are going well. Also, apparently, when somebody at least finds you attractive, you can see if their pupils are dilated or something if you want to get like really autistic about it. Yeah. So that's why eye contact is important.
Yes.
Eye contact is really important. I have been on a few of these where you go on a date with somebody and it feels like you're fucking...
There's a super chat. Thank you, Django. Have an exam in a few hours. Wish me luck. Everybody wish Django luck right now! Press 1
Thank you for the 40 rupee.
For the rupees. I don't know what currency that is, but thank you.
How much is 40 rupees? Let's judge how much you just donated. Let's see, 40 rupees to $1. Also, good luck on your exam, dude. He donated 45 cents? Jeez.
Nice!
Nice.
That's like one bubble gum at the little thingy, the little bubble gum machine. That's valuable.
Yeah, that's one step closer to the Sopranos pinball.
Yeah, exactly. It all amounts to the Sopranos pinball machine, so it doesn't matter how much the amount is, as long as a Sopranos pinball machine eventually appears inside of my house. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I fully agree. So, I think a good sign of chemistry, honestly, is like I've been on a ton of these dates. Not a ton, because I fucking hated dating. But, where you're sitting in front of the other person and you have nothing to fucking talk about. And you're kind of like it doesn't feel natural. There's no flow to it. There's no like, you want to hear more from this person. There's more to talk about all the time. You know what I mean? You're kind of like just waiting to go home and have sex.
If you're like telling a story and somebody has nothing to add to it other than like, that's crazy. That's a sign that they want to leave.
Yeah, if you're checking your phone like, you know, for like half a second if you got a text, that's fine. Like, don't get me wrong. If you're on your phone for more than 30 seconds on a date, something's off, in my opinion.
Yeah, you shouldn't have somebody who is more interested in seeing what's going on social media than it being invested in the conversation with you. When I check my phone during a date, it's because I've texted my mom the signal. And that means I want my mom to call me and make up a problem, so I have an excuse to leave, because you've made me extremely uncomfortable and I got scared. So yeah, any sort of amount of looking at their phone is not a good sign. If somebody makes up if there's like an emergency in the middle of a date, they don't like you. They're trying to fucking run, man. That's what I do all the fucking time, because like I don't know how else to exit the conversation in a way that's like polite. Because you have to watch out for this as a female, because you never know when like a dude has a short temper or something, and that could mean something particularly dangerous to you.
Yeah.
So I try to be nice about it, but
yeah, and it's also, by the way, there's you guys need to know this. There's absolutely nothing wrong with cutting a date short. Like if you're on a date and both of you are fucking bored and there's no chemistry and it's not going well, you go, hey, like, do you want to just like maybe get like this be the last beer? Like,
Mika's mom's phone bill is so high from so many signal calls.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's what I had to do with the guy who started telling me about the time he curb stomped a cat to death. I'm like, oh, it would appear that I have a notification on my phone. I better see what that means.
It's just like, it's funny because this is not the first time I've heard this like kind of story from somebody who was trying to be macho about how they had to put a small animal out of their misery and make it better for them or whatnot. Like, I hate that shit.
Girls have tempers too.
pathetic.
I mean, they do, but a girl probably can't kill you. So you're not really in danger of...
I would disagree.
I mean, if she brings a weapon, maybe. Like, I can't overpower the average man. There's, like, a cutoff for that. Like, after 14 years old, I cannot overpower you. That's the shitty thing about being female. I mean, it's not that, like, violence doesn't happen to men on dates, because there was that one thing I heard about a guy who, like, brought a Tinder date back to his apartment, and then she had, like, 3 goons waiting in the bushes, and then they robbed him and killed his ass. I'm not saying that's, like, impossible, but overwhelmingly, you're not, like, really in danger as a man going on a date with a stranger.
I mean, there was, if you're gay, I do know for a fact that there were Grindr scams where, like, people would get robbed.
Jody Arias.
Like that.
Yeah.
Always
Jody Arias. True.
Always meet in a public space with other people. Don't go to someone's house on the first date.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very simple shit. But sign of good chemistry. Yeah, dude, just that it's fun talking to them and you're having a good time. That's it. It's so easy. That's a really easy one. You know the answer to this one. You didn't need to question this. Why'd you send me a question, bro? Come on.
Well, you know, that's what I'm saying. All these everybody's like in their early 20s for the most part. They just don't know any better. It's fine to be naive about women. You're just overthinking it, bro. Women are just people. If you have like, you know, if you're having good conversation with like your male friend, for example, and the conversation keeps going and you guys don't really stop, you just keep talking. It's the same thing.
Excuse me, it's FEMOID, not male god. Be more connected to the world. Also, new Cernizo art in certified.
You know, the fact that, like, you guys are on a date and you guys are talking, you like the same video games and the same fucking, you know, movies and TV shows and music or whatnot, that does not mean you have good chemistry. That means you have shared interests.
That's a good foundation,
a bad
though.
thing.
It's a good foundation.
I to an
like,
extent.
I know you and Booyah are very opposite, but, like, for example, me and my ex-husband had fucking 0 things in common. And I thought, like, oh, opposites attract. Eventually, we just like each other, so that's why it works. It didn't work. That was just me gaslighting myself into thinking that it would work. You do need have at least a few things in common, whether it's, like, you know, actual hobbies or just general vibe. You have to have something that brings you together. At least one thing is probably ideal. I mean, there are rare circumstances, but we're talking about, like, we're not talking about the exception to the rule. We're talking about, like, the general patterns here.
Yes, but at the same time, I would say don't fucking go after a girl because she has cool tattoos and listens to Sun. You know what I mean? Or don't go after a girl and think you have good chemistry because you both like Breaking Bad. Everybody likes Breaking Bad. You know what I mean? It's not like these things, dude. They are the lowest like they're not fucking worthwhile.
I would say like convictions are a good way to start to see if you have something in common, like, you know, your moral compass, probably your politics is a good way to start.
Yeah, at this point it's actually kind of crucial. I feel like a lot of dates are like, are they Republican? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Like, for me, I need somebody who is not political at all, because if I hear anything about politics, I will fucking lose it, because I'm so sick of hearing about that shit at this point.
Yeah, I like that somebody said Sun mentioned. Yeah, dude, exactly. That was like my shit. I was like, dude, this girl listens to Sun. She has fucking tattoos of bones. She's the coolest girl I've met in my life. I'm so in love with her. And I was like, dude, we have nothing in common. You know what I mean? I was like 19. That shit sucks. That shit sucks, dude. And you should really like be aware that it means like almost nothing. It's kind of nice to have shared interests so you can do things together. At the same time, it's really like not what matters. I've also been on dates where we just talked about movies and TV shows and music, and then there was nothing else to talk about. You know, it's kind of fucking lame, you know? Alright.
If politics start in a date, the date is over. Well, not necessarily, because like there was like that guy, the other stream, who was like really into, you know, the bread tube stuff, and he's probably looking for a bread tube baddie. That's like probably important for what he's looking for in a relationship.
The fuck is bread tube?
It's like, you know, very left-leaning people.
Oh, okay.
Like, iDubbbz, but like, iDubbbz is like a bad example because iDubbbz is an idiot. I'm sure there's like smart bread tube people. I don't fucking dive into politics, so I don't fucking know. I think everybody who's like really into politics is just annoying. But there are people who want that in the relationship, and that's like critical for them, so you can't hate on that. That's just what their preference is.
It's absolutely fair. Also, somebody said, Mika, what about primal attraction? Can that bring in chemistry?
No.
No.
Like,
next.
I'll give you an example. Let's, like, for me, I think Hassan is very attractive. Would I get along with Hassan? No, I would kill myself. I wouldn't want to deal with that. Absolutely the fuck not. I don't think I would tolerate being in the same room as that man, but he is conventionally attractive. That doesn't mean it would work. Alright, next. Name, Fox. Gender, male, straight, phaser, age, 37, ranked competitive dating. What is your dating question? I think that any woman that gives me eye contact likes me. It's really bumming me out. I seek validation, and I think I wait for people to introduce themselves first before introducing myself. Am I just asking just basic human connection questions? My bog and Christ, am I a retard? No, you're not a retard, man. You're just inexperienced, and you're probably afraid of women, like most people that come to this stream. You just need to, like I've said 1,000 times, you need to practice talking to people without having the intention of getting your rocks off. You just need to start somewhere. Start with cashiers at the grocery store. Start with waitresses. And try not to get yourself all riled up just because a girl is talking to you. Because again, women can tell when you're like that, and it's very off-putting.
Yes, the question is like, if you're getting eye contact at a bar or in a social setting like that, then they might actually like you.
Context matters for sure. At a bar, it's probably matters. That person is looking at you for a reason. If you're at the grocery store, maybe they're looking at you because there's like fucking dog shit on your shoe, and they're like, "Ew, what does that smell?" And they see you, and then they're probably looking at you for a different reason.
Yeah. Also, like, if you are getting eye contact, just wave, and then start talking to them. That's really easy. And I also say that because of your age, since you're 37, you're at the point where the dynamic kind of flips a little bit.
Cougars.
Not necessarily cougars. I feel like it kind of flips in a certain direction when you get to be in your 30s, 40s. It's kind of like the single male that is not fucking crazy is kind of a desirable thing. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It seems like things get a lot easier for you as a guy the older you get.
Yeah, Neurokip said it right. Women do not beat around the bush anymore at 30 plus. Yeah, it's because everybody's kind of on a time constraint at that point.
Yeah, and why would you beat around the bush? And also, like, if
Be
that's
into
not your
it.
thing, and you want, like, women who are younger, not too young. They're also, I feel like women generally kind of like an older guy. Like, it's like pretty common. That's up to you if you want to deal with it, you know. But yeah, I think that's all it is. I think just like, if it's in a social setting, wave back, say hello. Worst case, you'll get rejected, bro, and you'll like be really upset about it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Just get good at getting rejected. Get good at people saying no to you. All you have to do is not trying to get laid. Just try to talk to them like they're a fucking human being. And then worst case, you'll at the end of the night you'll say, well, it was nice talking to you. Okay, cool, bye, and then you never see them again.
I think I really recommend people try speed dating events. I think that's a good way to like create a microcosm.
Have you
been
to one?
No, but it's something I'd be into trying just to see what it's like. But I just feel like on paper it sounds like a good way to practice talking to women, because they're also kind of just forced to talk to you because they're all participating in the speed dating. So like you have 2 minutes to pitch yourself to a woman, like being on Shark Tank maybe. I think that would be beneficial if somebody like tried that. I want to see if like one of you does that. I want to see you guys come back with the results if somebody's like bold enough to give that a try for science.
Okay, I want to ask, and I'm going to use this platform for 3 seconds because I've been driving everybody at my job crazy about this. And you said Shark Tank. I had a Shark Tank idea that I think is fucking genius. I wanted the chat to answer. What's the biggest problem when you bite into an olive? You get 2 options.
It's disgusting.
You either get a pit or you get nothing. So I invented olive stuffed olives. Okay? What does chat think? Do you think this is $1 million idea or not? Let me know. Alright, next.
I can see why you're upsetting people at work with that. I can see I can see why. I just buy my olives already sliced, jarred.
I mean, I've been telling them that at work every single day.
I fucking die.
Oh man. 80% of the company, 300,000. Okay, there we go.
Alrighty. Next, Javi or Javi. I don't know if that's a silent J or not. Gender, presentation, male. Age 26, casual dating. How to get art hose. Are dating apps a good idea to get art hose? If you want to date the art hose, you gotta go to art shows. Next. You gotta participate in the art community. You have to go to shows.
Oh, yes.
You have to take up classes. Like, worst case, you'll learn how to draw. That's always a cool skill, even if you don't meet anybody at the class. Thank you for the super chat. Pale Hand Game. Shout out to Dinghis for holding it down behind the scenes and giving solid advice. This is easily my favorite place on the internet right now. Hell yeah, dude! We're doing it! We're better than iDubbbz! We're doing it.
That's not hard. That's like being proud of something you're supposed to do, you know? It's like, dude,
I took a shit in the toilet. Wow!
Oh, yeah.
I've never
I
done
never
that
went
before.
to jail. I took a shower. Yeah, this is stupid. But, yeah, how about you don't call them hoes?
I call them hoes.
I get what you mean. I get the type that you're looking for. I think you're starting off on the wrong foot. I think maybe you should see them as human beings, no matter how they dress.
Dinghis, certified woman respecter, doesn't even want to call them hoes behind the scenes, which is more than I can say about myself. I think I have in my YouTube description, I'm an art hoe. I think I wrote that down on purpose.
Yeah, and like it's stupid, but if you are looking for that type of fucking personality, go to local music venues and see local bands, or go to local art shows, participate in your local art community, maybe take some classes at a college, and you'll meet some girls there.
Yeah.
You don't, but you should do all those things because you want to. You're not gonna attract, like, the thing is, you're not gonna attract those type of girls just by being there. You need to. You're only gonna attract those type of girls by being fucking cool and doing that kind of shit yourself and being into art and having actual interest in it. You know what I mean? You don't fucking catch a fish without any fucking bait, right? You can't just throw a hook.
Like, I see a lot of people complaining that, like, they missed the opportunity to meet women in college because they either didn't go or they've already been to college. You do not have to be registered in, like, a program to go to, like, a community college class. You can just go take those. You can just go do that. You don't have to be getting a degree. You can just go fucking take the class, man. Like Noman, you can, I mean, depending on which
Mika,
class
your
it is.
advice worked. I met this girl and we talked about Law and Order, and she bring up how she committed a triple homicide with her car. I thought she had a cousin that's a actor or something, probably not a red flag. She asked if she can use my car. I said why not. It been 3 months now.
Oh, good for you. I'm glad you found the most unhinged cutie you can find. There's this website, I think it's called what's it? Mug Shorties, where it's just
yeah.
it's just pictures of women that are really hot when they get arrested. I can see how that would be your type, and I'm glad. You can always send letters to her when she's in jail, like they do with Luigi Mangione. He gets a lot of mail all the time, and he responds to it. But let's see.
The mug shorties is pretty fun. I remember, Mika, I think I showed you, we know of a person who has a mug shot, and it's a pretty good one.
Wait, who is that again? I don't remember.
They're a furry artist, local furry artist.
You'll have to, like, send me a DM about that. I've completely fucking forgotten. But,
that's okay.
Oh, yeah, no, I remember now.
Yeah. Yeah, they got into, like, a fight with her boyfriend or something outside of a bar, and they got, like, the fucking coolest, like, mugshot of all time. I'm gonna keep it really anonymous here.
Alright, next. Let's see. Jason Kenneth. Gender presentation. Heterosexual man. Age 20. Casual dating. How do I approach dating without feeling desperate or insecure? Well, first of all, you need to...
Don't be desperate or insecure.
Yeah, keep in mind that you're 20 years old. That's really fucking young. I didn't have my first boyfriend until I was, like, middle of being 20. So it's, you know, you have to keep that in mind, that it's not that deep, and if you don't find somebody right away, it's not a problem. There's nothing wrong with you. These things take time. Making friends with people, getting to know them, and seeing if you have chemistry with them takes time. It's not like a fast food order, and you have to put the effort into doing it. As for insecurity, that's something that you have to learn on your own time. It's like what the person a few minutes ago said. Don't compare yourself to other people. Compare yourself to who you were the day before. and that's how you make progress, and that's how you don't get insecure.
Yeah, and also you're at the age where you need to fuck up as much as possible.
Me again.
You need to
Fun
fuck
fact,
up a lot.
there's
You need
actually
to
an
make
Instagram
mistakes,
of girls
and you need to
sneaking
date horrible
phones to
people.
post how they are single and trying to get someone to pay for their bond man. If I ever go to jail, I'm cooked.
Wait, hold on, let me read that again. Me again, fun fact, there's actually an Instagram of girls sneaking phones to post how they are single. Oh, wow. And are trying to get to pay for their bond.
That's pretty funny.
That is pretty funny. I'm absolutely sure that there is a man out there who would do that. If
Yeah.
there's a guy that will buy fucking bathwater, there's a man that will bail you out of fucking prison.
Yeah. So, you are at the point where you're pathetic. Like when you're in your early 20s as a man dating, dude, you're gonna be fucking like let me tell you, the amount of people at that age group that are not just worth dating but have confidence and actually are successful in that sort of thing is maybe less than 1%. It's normal. Get your ass whipped, and fucking date girls and like, you know, be out there and put yourself out there, and you'll gather a lot of experiences, and that'll help you be less insecure, and you won't be desperate if you realize that dating and being with people is something that you can totally get.
Yeah, it's like what I say all the time. If your 20s are a fucking waking nightmare and awful, then you're doing something right, because that's like a lot of learning experiences. Fuck up a lot in your 20s so that your 30s are chill.
Yeah, it really is that simple. Just fuck up. Go fuck up. Go make mistakes. Go date horrible fucking people, and
be awkward, be
yeah.
cringe, get out. That's a problem with Gen Z apparently, is like they're all afraid of being cringe because they videotape each other being cringe. You can't get yourself down about being cringe if you don't care. You should just get it out, and if it shows up on social media somehow, somebody films you being cringe, like the internet has a very short attention span. It's unlikely that it'll happen, but if it does, people are gonna forget about it in 2 weeks anyway. So
yeah, and it's like, dude, let me tell you something. If you have a moment in your life where you think about it and you cringe horribly, and I have these almost every week, I'll walk around and I have like a nervous tick from it, like I look like I just got shot, basically. I'm just remembering something horrible that I did that makes me want to fucking turn into a shadow, you know, like that I'm so embarrassed about, and that's fine.
Like
you should have that.
Shadows when
you should,
yeah,
you
should.
should. Yeah,
I just want to be vaporized.
You need to realize that if you have that, that's a great fucking thing. It's so good, dude, because if you have that, that means you have a leg up over the people who don't have that, and will continue to do this fucking cringe shit forever. It will be embarrassing forever. You're unbelievably lucky to be in the group of people that actually cringe and have horrible memories and have done mistakes.
Exactly.
Because
life is kind
you
of
remember
like
not to do them.
Life is kind of like avoiding landmines, but some of them are inevitable. So I think it's better to step in those landmines when you're younger, and you can recover faster from them. I think it's worse if you have to deal with like the pain of doing something really socially taboo when you're in your fucking 40s, and you should have learned not to do that ages ago. So don't be afraid to fuck up. Life is about being a little bit fucked up. It's like being an artist. You know, you have to draw a bunch of really shitty, cringe pictures of Sasuke, like the infamous one, in order to get good and be able to render something that's appealing to people. Where's that famous bad Sasuke drawing?
Yeah.
This one. Your 20s should look like this. This is what your 20s should be. You should aim for this in your early 20s so that your adult 20s can look like you need a good picture of Sasuke. More like this. This is your 30s. This is your 20s, okay? So don't be afraid to be this. You need to in order to become something better.
Yeah, I always say that when I was younger I was Shinji, and now I'm Kaji. Like now I'm at the Kaji phase of my life, and I was Shinji for a while. So give me 10 more years, I'm gonna be a full-blown Gendo. Okay? So, but right now I'm Kajiing it really fucking hard. Also, I'm gonna use this platform because there's over 100 people watching. Someone in chat wrote, "I was the guy that got wasted and shot himself for a moment. Nobody remembered that story after a week or two. All right, just wanted to put that out there. All right. Why did you write it in chat? You should have written that in chat if you didn't want me to read that out loud. Now over 100 people remember it. It's okay. Like it's normal, dude. It's fine. Like, it's all good. Shit happens.
My 30s are gonna be the Sasuke picture, but drawn with actual shit.
All right.
Well, it's better than your 40s being like that. Just set yourself up so at least your 40s aren't terrible. If you've run out of time in your 20s, it's never too late to learn something. All right.
Yeah.
Next. Name, palm, gender presentation, and sexual orientation. Xerxes. Okay, age 17.
What are your thoughts on women who are
Text
attracted by
speech.
bad boys? Is this a phase
You guys
for
are
them?
tiring me.
What are your thoughts on women who are attracted to bad boys? Is this a phase?
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead, because I don't know. I'm trying to think of a time where I was attracted to a bad boy. I don't think I've ever, like, been... Like, I guess it depends on what you mean by that. Like, somebody who's into hard drugs or something, and somebody who parties a lot, like that kind of bad boy, somebody with, like, a fucking motorcycle. I don't think I've ever been attracted to that kind of person. I've been attracted to people who were legitimately bad, but it's because I wasn't aware of that at the time. I didn't know, because, they were hiding that about themselves. If a woman is, like, authentically attracted to bad boys, there's probably something wrong with her, in my opinion. There's probably, like, a reason that she's seeking out that person, like it's like a daddy issue or something, maybe. But yeah, go ahead, what do you have to say, Dinghis?
It's like, it really depends on, like, it depends if it's a bad boy. If it's a guy who fucking commits crimes and shit, you know what I mean? Like, that kind of bad boy. Like an actual fucking person with a, police record, that's bad taste. But if you mean bad boy by, like, a guy who ignores a woman, or, like, fucking doesn't really care or whatever.
A nonchalant guy?
A nonchalant, kind of like, he's a bad boy, he doesn't, he doesn't give a fuck about me, but I can't stop thinking about him. That's why they can't, like, a girl can't stop thinking about him, is because he doesn't give a fuck. You need to start thinking about this from the perspective of, you're right now as a guy, you're like, you're always seeking, right? You're not getting, you know what I mean? You're not getting the offers, you're giving them. And when you're in the opposite position, basically, dude, you need to understand that, like, dicks are absolutely worthless to a woman. So, like, once there's one that you can't get, it's a lot more, like, intriguing. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, why is this guy ignoring me? Why can't I get with this guy? Like, why not? Like, it has this kind of, like, intrigue. It's the unavailability that makes it hot.
Yeah, it's
You know what I mean?
like a psychology thing. People who are insecure, people who are anxious, tend to get really revved up by people that ignore them, and it tends to make them think about that person more. Like, I used to be that person, for example. Like, if a dude didn't text me back, it would drive me up a fucking wall, and I wouldn't stop thinking about them. And then it felt like, when he did text me, it's like, oh wow, I'm worthy of his attention now. Wow, I it must be a me problem. It must be something that I fucking did, and it was always more like a way of proving myself to myself, like proving that I was, like, worthy of somebody's attention. But honestly, it was just like a very toxic dude that was playing games with me that legitimately did not give a fuck. And now that I have more confidence in myself, if somebody doesn't text me, like if I were to start dating somebody and they would go so much as, like, a day without texting me, I would just dump them immediately. I wouldn't even tell them why. I would just block them on everything. I'm not playing that fucking game anymore. So I guess in that respect, it is something a woman can grow out of, and it's not just, like, exclusively women that this happens to. Like, that happens to men too. Like, you'll be texting a girl and then she doesn't give a shit about you, and it makes you really anxious, and it makes you want to pursue her even harder, because it's like the reverse psychology of it, because you want to participate in the chase, and you want to validate yourself, like, oh, if I can just do X, Y, and Z, then she'll find me worthy. And that's more of, like, an insecurity thing, and it's not really like a woman or a man seeking out somebody who's bad. It's just like they're trying to resolve something in themselves that they find to be inadequate, and it usually has nothing to do with them. It's just like they're dating an asshole. But yeah, I don't think people intentionally seek out that kind of person. It's more of like a psychology thing.
Unless they're really fucking stupid.
Yeah, unless they're fucking stupid.
Unless they're fucking stupid, you know, yeah. Alright. And also, like, but also let's not dismiss the fact that there is an appeal to a guy who kind of, like, stands up for himself and seems kind of like his own man and whatnot. There is a lot of appeal to that. And that's not necessarily a bad boy thing, you know what I mean? I don't know. I think you need to be more specific than bad boy, because I can tell you right now, I'm a very good bad boy.
A very good bad boy. The guy in the call could rail me any day.
Oh my god! I am in a relationship and I'm monogamous, but I really appreciate the offer. Alright.
Should I buy her, a female friend, spaghetti if I intend to eat her spaghetti later that night, or how does work? Is held expectations bad? If so, what's the point of a date? Am I a bad person wanting to get laid or horny? Also, it is bad to use AI as date coach? The more I read more of that, the more it started to sound like Borat or something. What the fuck are you asking? What?
Hold on. Should I buy her my female spaghetti if I intend to eat her spaghetti later that night? Should I pay for the meal if I want to get laid? No.
If your intention is just to get laid, then, like, I don't know.
If you talk like this during a date, I would throw the fucking plate in your face.
Well, maybe.
I don't even care if you were a guy or a
maybe
woman.
this is not his first language. Maybe he's just a little confused. You shouldn't go into a date with the intention of, like, okay, I will get sex if I buy her food. Women can smell that a mile away. Women don't like that.
Should you use AI? Should you use AI as a date coach?
No.
You already know the answer to... No. Next. This is an infuriating question.
Am I a bad person for wanting to get laid or horny? No.
No.
But, like, you know...
No,
you
absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that.
If you have to be on the same page as the woman to get that out of her, because, you know, some women are fine with, like, one-night stands and stuff, and then they never want to talk to you again. You just have to, like, be in agreement of what the end of the date is going to amount to, and you can't, like, get upset if you're on one page and she's on another about it. Like, she's looking for something long-term and you're just trying to get your spaghetti slurped up. You have to make sure, like, you can't get upset for her wanting something else. You have to go into that with a mutual experience in mind, and if she doesn't want that, then you can't get mad.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, there's a picture.
You need to be...
Hold on, let me move this over.
There's a...
It's a picture of
You
a
need
cat.
to be like...
It's just a
You need
picture
to be
of a
like
cat.
You need to be like Spike Spiegel in that one episode where he doesn't know what's gonna happen and the spaceship's gonna fucking blow up and there's no chances of surviving. He just lights up a cigarette and goes, whatever happens, happens. That's the attitude you should have whenever you go on a date. You shouldn't develop any kind of expectation, and it's hard. And it's something that you're gonna do a lot when you're younger. You're gonna develop a lot of expectations.
ככה משחקים בקובייה, ככה משחקים בקובייה,
Your
חברים.
brain.
Hold
What
on.
happened?
ככה משחקים בקובייה, ככה משחקים בקובייה, חברים.
Thank you for the fire. The name disappeared, but who did that? Thank you. Thank you. It didn't. The notification got cut off. I'm sorry, but thank you, whoever that was.
Yeah. So, thank you for the 5, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, and no, you're not bad for just wanting to have sex. Women also just want to have sex sometimes.
Yeah.
Right. And also, but don't talk don't write like this. This is unattractive. This is straight up unattractive. I don't want, like, no.
I'm sure he's just trying to
female
meme. I'm sure he's just trying to meme for the stream. He probably doesn't actually talk like that.
Yeah, but if you do talk like that to a woman, don't be surprised if she doesn't want to fucking your spaghetti that you've purchased. All right, next.
Name, Aaron, gender, male, straight, age 27, ranked competitive dating. I feel like I have trouble reading cues on dates if people are flirting with me. How do I get better at flirting back with people? I mean, if you're on a date with somebody, they probably are trying to flirt with you. Like, if you've gotten to the point where you've agreed that this is a date and there's romantic intention involved, yeah, they're flirting with you. Even if they're just talking with you, the idea is, like, to flirt with each other, so you don't have to worry about that when you get to the actual date part. At that part, you just try to have a fun, engaging conversation where you're trying to gauge how interested you are in each other and learn new things about each other.
Yes.
As for, let's see, How do I get better at flirting back with people? That's a good question. I don't know how to fucking flirt. But I guess
Easy.
I have to do less of that because I'm the girl. So I'm automatically the prize. I automatically get to do nothing during the date because I'm the girl. Because that's just how it works. I don't know how dudes are supposed to flirt.
Reading cues is like, I don't like if you're saying on dates, right? So on a date, they are flirting with you. You're already at the date part,
Yeah.
so that's fine. How do you get better at like flirting back? From my personal experience, I think you're 27, so I'm going to assume you're at the age where you're not going to make these mistakes anymore, and you know what's appropriate and inappropriate to say.
Oh, if I may
But I will-
interject real quick, somebody last stream said
Yeah.
a good way to flirt with a girl is just be funny, and I agree.
Yeah.
I'm more likely to
Yeah.
have chemistry with somebody that makes me laugh.
Yeah, you do need to be funny, and I can tell that my personal experience is a lot of times I tried something that I thought had a 0% chance of worked every time. Like, every time I would go really off the cuff and say something fucking extremely out there, not like in a weird pervy way. You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit, like that doesn't work. That's gross. Nobody wants that. But if you say something that's really fucking funny that like catches someone off guard, they'll like it.
Yeah, like
if
like
it's
I'll
funny.
bring up the example of Seth's parents. So Seth is a homie that's in the server and comes to the chat. He said that one time his dad, I don't know the exact story, but I think his dad farted really stinkily and loudly in front of one of his friends, and then he passed by a woman, and while the thoughts of farts were still on his mind, he introduced himself to the woman as the Fart King, and they've been married for ever since. It's like they've been dating ever since, and that's how Seth was born. So sometimes you don't be afraid to get a little weird with it. Don't be afraid to be funny. Let's see. How do I know if someone is interested in me? There's this one girl I've worked with for a few years. We get along pretty well. She's always gets me involved in events, sends memes, hangs out around my desk, etc. Good.
Ask.
Yeah, just ask at that point.
Ask. Go, hey, you want to hang out sometime outside of work? Let's go get some beers, just me and you.
Yeah.
And do it like that. Don't make it like a big deal. Literally go, hey, I just want to go get some beers, just me and you, though. You cool with that? Like, that's it. You need to do, like, extremely casually out of fucking nowhere. And that confidence will probably make her really attracted to you. Also, it's a thing that you can't fake. You just have to be confident. So I know that doesn't help a lot. But.
Yeah, one thing that women hate is, like, when you turn it into this very elaborate, highly pressurized anime confession situation where you sit down a girl you've been hanging out with years and you're like, I have something to tell you! Women fucking hate that. Don't do that. Just ask her out. Just ask her if she wants to get coffee sometime. Because sometimes she'll just, like, oh, yeah, I'll hang out and go to coffee with you. It's that easy. But when you turn it into, like, oh, this person has been harboring feelings for me for years, and now it's extremely pressurized and kind of uncomfortable. Don't do that. That feels bad.
Also, that's 100% something, like, talking about cringe moments, dude. Oh my god, I did the whole fucking confession, fuck it, I want you as my girlfriend shit, like, when I was in my early 20s, late teens. Embarrassed the shit out of myself with, like, like, it's funny, like, I literally, like, this person's cool with me now and everything, there's nothing, but man, was it embarrassing. Like, I fucking cringe about thinking about that so much, and thank God I fucked up with that girl because we had nothing in common, and, like, I was just into her because she was cool. So that's a great thing about your 20s, is that you're gonna have horrible taste and you're gonna fuck up with people that you probably wouldn't have lasted with anyways.
Or you can be an idiot like me and you can get married to that person.
Yeah. The casual approach is just like, don't fucking think that anything bad's gonna happen if you get a no. Just remember that, and like, if they're like, oh, we're busy to get a coffee, okay, and you just drop it.
Yeah.
And then maybe over time they'll even go, you know what? Maybe I kind of want to. I don't know. Maybe maybe they'll change your mind.
Yeah.
Like,
If somebody
don't
says
put
no,
the-
it's not the end of the world, man. It's just like they just don't fuck with you that way. That's not a big deal. Eventually, you'll find somebody that does fuck with you.
But it's very important to note that if you get a no, you respect the no.
Yeah. You don't pine over.
Yeah. A
don't-
no is a no most of the time.
Yeah,
Just
I mean-
putting it out there.
It's just, yeah. Don't like pester her. Don't be like, oh, eventually she'll like me if I keep trying. That just becomes annoying and kind of scary. Nobody likes somebody who's like obsessed with them if they're not even dating it. That's just It's not fun to deal with as a woman. I'll tell you that from experience. When somebody has like a bunch of expectations towards you and you're like, you have nothing on that person, and it's uneven. It feels bad.
Yeah, and also getting turned down is fine.
Yeah.
Don't take it personally. Just don't take it personally, dude. It's fine.
All right, next, Kirito, gender male, age 20, looking for marriage. What kind of man?
Not a real name.
Kirito. It could. I don't think any of these are real names, honestly. What kind of man girls usually like? Well, different girls like different kinds of men. This is a very broad question. Yeah, I don't know how else to answer that. Women like different kinds of men. Everybody has different tastes. I can tell you that nobody likes somebody who's insecure. Women tend to like men that shower. Women tend to like men who are confident in themselves and take care of their appearance. If you're like looking for general advice on like peacocking in front of a woman, it's good to dress well and smell nice as a start, as an appetizer. Women like funny dudes. I think that's as broad as I can get with it. Men that look nice and are funny, I suppose. It's a good starter. But that's, everything's really subjective with every kind of woman. It depends, I guess, what kind of women do you like is more like the question that you should be asking. And then when you figure out what kind of women you like, you can figure out what kinds of men those women like, and then you could go from there probably.
Yeah, asking what kind of man girls usually like is like asking what kind of food you like. You know what I mean? Everybody has a different answer.
Yeah.
It's kind of a question but the baseline is true. Fucking women, I would say most women, and there's the exception to the rule. I do know somebody who was dating a very smelly guy. I think I told you about that.
I've dated some stinkers in my time. It wasn't great.
It's horrible.
Ultimate dating advice according to Mika. Be Rick Astley.
Yeah, that's a good way to start. If you're thinking about me specifically, you need to be either Rick Astley or Robert Pattinson or Mads Mikkelsen. You can't be anybody else. Or Toby Fox. You can't be anybody else but any of those men, or I'm not going to be interested. Hold on. There's a comment up here that I thought was interesting. Oh yeah, smelling nice makes you 50% more attractive. Fact. Correct. This is why I don't like dealing with dating apps, because I can't smell the guy. A lot of attractiveness for me is like, how nice does this man smell? I can't do it off of just like images online. I hate online dating in general. I know this is like a stream where we tell you like we kind of rate your dating profile, but overall I think you shouldn't use dating apps. I think they're trash. I think they leave a lot out when it comes to a basic understanding of how well you click with somebody, and it's kind of like putting the cart before the horse. Like, it's just, for me, I think chemistry is something that evolves over time, and it's not something that you can yield directly just from looking at a picture of somebody. But that, yeah, I guess that's like just me, but I think that's like true for most people.
Cologne, just like not dirty. Cologne is your secret, but no, don't fucking. My personal cologne is. No,
I like cologne.
Maybe.
As long as you're not fucking drenching yourself in that shit. A little bit of cologne is very nice. I like.
I'll be real with you. If people in chat, guys in chat, write this down right now. If you want to smell really nice, but you don't want to like overdo it with cologne, get some Giorgio Armani aftershave and just spray a little bit of it, not too much. You're gonna smell great. But overall, Old Spice, and if you shave, get that fucking Gillette has a really good aftershave gel that smells phenomenal. There you go. Here's some man care advice. And also get face soap. Guys, I know a lot of guys don't use face soap. Get face soap, dude. It's really good. Get CeraVe, I think that's what it's called.
A dab on your wrist and neck is all you need. Yeah, I agree. That's what women should do too, because women are also guilty of dousing themselves in perfume, and it's just not pleasant. Also, if you wear Sauvage by Dior, women want want to kill you. Women want to hurt you with hammers if you wear that cologne. I've dated a few people with that cologne now, and it's like a red flag basically. It's like, oh, here's how you should smell if you don't want to get a date. Never wear that fucking cologne. Also, every person I've dated that wears that cologne, they always wear too fucking much of it. It's meant to be subtle. It's just like, it's like a little treat, you know? Like you're getting close to a man and you lean in for a kiss and you're like, oh yeah, that guy smells pretty good. It's like the icing on the cake. It's like the difference between a good edible buttercream frosting and then fucking building an anime character out of fondant and then slapping it on the cake and then the rest of the cake is mid. Don't put too much shit of that shit on your fucking body.
Yeah. You gotta do everything tastefully. Also, if you're going on a date or like you're going out to a bar, maybe dress up a little nicer than usual. Don't wear your Attack on Titan XXL shirt.
Don't wear your Akatsuki robe to the date.
Yeah.
Can you still send dating questions? Yeah, the form should be in the Discord server under Mika's dating hole. It should be the second reply to that post.
But you can skip the line if you donate $50. Putting it out there, dude. Hey, come on. So you gotta. Also, I'll be real with you. For me personally, I think the biggest red flag, if like a girl is wearing this, I stay away from it. Like they are on fire. Cookie Monster pajama pants. There's absolutely nothing more dangerous on this planet than a woman wearing Cookie Monster pajama pants.
That woman will kill you. Like they'll best you in a physical battle. You will come out. You will come out the bottom in that relationship.
You'll get your head caved in with a fucking shovel. Middle name's Sharkeisha.
Where's the Discord link at? Let me slap it in. Let me slap it in there.
Let me grab that real quick for the homies.
That's the wrong Discord. Invite people. Copy link. Put that in the YouTube chat. Somebody else has to put it in the Twitch chat because Streamlabs always logs me out randomly for some reason, and I don't want to have to deal with logging back in right now.
Also, another thing you mentioned earlier, which I don't remember if you actually mentioned it earlier, if it was in the last stream, because I was watching the last stream before, the last dating stream before I joined in. Having female friends, if you're going on a date, or like you're going out to a bar in order to meet women, which you shouldn't do, you should go out to a bar to have fun, and if you meet a woman, that's great. Also, I know that I keep like talking as if like I'm only applying to guys right now. I'm just assuming that everybody asking for dating advice here is like 98% male. So.
Yeah, I think there's like one girl, and that was like 14 streams ago.
Yeah, so if you have a female friend, tell her, hey, does this look good? Does this fit look nice?
Yeah.
Have a bit of the female perspective. Do you look good or not?
One time a guy wore fucking dirty sweatpants to the date with me, and I went along with it because my self-esteem was really bad. Not anymore. I will never make that mistake again, because it is telling of the kind of person you are. Cleanliness is kind of paramount to making yourself look dateable. One time I was dating a guy, and his apartment was absolutely fucking disgusting. Like, I'm talking, this is a 31-year-old man with shit streaks in his toilet that he didn't bother to clean for me before I got there. And for some reason, he had like 17 toothbrushes. And I asked him, yo, why do you have just a cup with 17 used toothbrushes in it? And then he didn't give me an answer. He like kind of danced around it, and I don't remember exactly what he said, but I came out of that question more confused than I was when I asked it. So you should, if you're not a clean person, like if you've got like a fucking Asmongold house, you need to reevaluate whether or not you're ready to be dating at all.
Yeah.
That carries on to your appearance when you're
the
on
opposite.
the date.
Dude, the opposite happened to me when I was in high school. I went to a girl's house and she had like she had a fucking bathroom in her own room, and the toilet was just like, there's a shit streak in there, dude. She had a fucking serious log. You know what I mean? Like, just,
serious log.
This log. Yeah. Like.
Wait. That hits hard as like an indie game studio name. Serious Log Studios.
It kind of. It looked like the roads on fucking Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. It was crazy. And I remember, dude, I lost all attraction to this girl instantly. Instantly. She was like a babe, too, and I'm like, I can't. This is so fucking gross. So keep your shit clean.
Yeah, this is something that extends beyond the genders. Be a clean fucking person, man. Like, I can't stress that one enough. God. I've dated so many dirty fucking people, man. It's unreal. I was living with a guy who was just like, because he came from a well-off family and they had a maid. So when he came to live with me, he didn't know how to fucking clean up after himself. He threw a fit every time he had to take out the fucking trash. It was a serious fucking problem. That's something else that you need to be wary of. When you're thinking about getting a place with somebody long term, you need to know how they live in their own house. Because if they're willing to trash their own apartment, they're definitely gonna trash yours. They're not gonna like change for you. You can't expect somebody to be like cleaning up their act just because they're dating. They're just gonna carry that shit over into your life and make it your problem. So beware.
Yeah, you should definitely match up on that level, and that's honestly
my
like,
GF is a slob. Oh jeez.
Oh no.
Oh sorry. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no.
What's up, Beazle?
Yeah. But no, even with like my current relationship, like my girlfriend has a very specific way of keeping stuff clean and organized and whatnot. And last time I was like watching her dog, and I stayed at her place when she was gone for a few days visiting her sister. She came back and she had a list of things that were wrong with how I kept the house. And like it was like 8 or 6 things, and I was like, damn. And she was like, well, we want to live together, we need to talk about this sort of thing. And I was like, you're absolutely fucking right. If we're gonna live together, you need to actually like make sure that your expectations are absolutely like on point.
Also, if they get defensive about that kind of thing, that's a red flag.
That's
like,
a red flag.
If you try to sit down and have a conversation with a grown ass fucking adult, man or woman, and you try to tell them, hey, I don't like it when you leave fucking dirty dishes in the sink, and then there's ants everywhere. I don't like when there's fucking ants in the house. If they get like defensive and they get mad, instead of just saying, oh shit, my bad, that was something I left and I kind of blanked on it. If they start saying like, oh, you know, well, it's your turn to do this chore, or I'll get to it later, or I'm letting the fucking dishes soak, that's a red flag. That person is never going to fucking clean up their act. Go ahead.
Put your ego in the fucking trash.
Yeah.
Put your ego in the fucking trash if you want to have a nice, healthy relationship. Put your fucking ego in the trash, and
flush the toilet.
And flush the toilet, because for real, dude, no, I'm right kind of like shit. Like, I'm not saying don't stand up for yourself. Obviously, you need to stand up for yourself, but you also like need to start seeing things from the perspective of your partner.
My ex would keep her clothes on the floor, even bought baskets for her to put them in, and she said this is how she organizes her clothes. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Oh, God. I hate when people leave fucking clothes on the floor. Because I came from a relationship in which there were cockroaches in the house. So if you left stuff on the floor, guess what? It's cockroach tent now. So I fucking hate that shit. I hate dishes in the sink. I hate clothes on the floor. Because I have, like, this primal instinct to believe, oh, I'm gonna pick this up and a million bugs are gonna come out. And this is coming from somebody who likes bugs. I like bugs a lot. But when they're in my fucking house and everything's disgusting, that's too much for me, man. You gotta be clean when you're dating people. Unless if you're both dirty, that's fine.
I dated a girl who I can't, like, this was also like I like legit one of my favorite exes, like awesome human being, but goddamn, I went over to her place for the first time. She lived with her dad in a 1-bedroom, and the bedroom was hers, but the bathroom / shower was there, so her dad would go through her room to shower.
Oh no.
Yeah, he didn't care.
Okay.
Like we'd be like naked in bed, and he'd just like walk by us and walk in and out, and he's like, I don't give a shit.
Oh.
And like, but I remember the first time coming over, she had like a piece of cardboard on the floor, and I was like, what's this? He was like, oh, I dropped the glass and it broke, and I didn't want to pick it up, so I just put cardboard on top of it so I can walk on top of the glass.
No, dude, pick it up. What the fuck? It takes just much effort to go find a piece of cardboard as it does to go get a dustpan and sweep up the fucking broken glass. Jesus fucking Christ, man.
She was a special case. Her dad would leave cigarette butts on the like soap holder in the shower. He would smoke while showering. It was so fucking cool.
Bro, my
Rest in peace.
older brother would leave like pubes in the bar soap. He would do it on purpose too. It's like he would just rip his pubes out and then put them on top of the soap in the shower, just to antagonize me.
That's oddly specific.
Well, my brother is an oddly specific person. A lot of.
Did I ever tell you? Oh, sorry. No, I just that.
Go ahead.
did I ever tell you about my I had two friends who were like pranking each other for a bit, and one guy took a shit in his friend's kitchen, and while he was doing it, like the other friend's dad walked in and beat the shit out of him, and then the other guy, like the guy who owned, like, you know,
Preach it,
the kid
woman,
who-
I fucking
Hold
hate
on,
bugs in
Twitch
my
chat.
dwelling.
Hold on.
People
shit.
leaving shit everywhere and then a fucking ant or fly gets up in my business. Fuck, I had a old neighbor on Hoarders that hoarded her shit in buckets and none of us knew this until the EP aired. The whole area smelled like ass.
What? She hoarded her shit in buckets? Why? Did she not have fucking plumbing? Excuse me? Why would you do that?
Dude, I saw that episode of Hoarders too, and they have like shit. Yeah, you've seen that with the shit lady. You've seen that, right?
I haven't seen that. No, I can't watch
Oh,
that show
dude,
because I've
this-
lived it. It gives me fucking post-traumatic stress disorder thinking about the time I was in my ex-husband's house and his little brother would leave doo-doo streaked underwear in the bathroom, and then
God.
his little sister would leave period-stained pads on the floor. I can't fucking think. I can't watch shows like that, man. It fucks me up. I can't do it. I can't watch that
I don't
shit
know why this
intentionally.
person.
Poop
I
drift,
feel like you're
clothes
being
on the
oddly
floor,
specific with the
dirty
odd
dishes
Utah
on the
thing.
sink,
I hope that
clumps
doesn't
of
mean
hair
anything.
on the bathtub. The four horsemen of
But, no,
uncleanliness.
there's an episode of Hoarders where this lady has like shit in buckets every. Oh fuck.
Why?
Text-to-speech.
Well, it already went. Sorry.
Yeah, this is like a Hoarders episode where there's a lady who has like shits in buckets all over
Why?
the house, and like the people coming in for
Why?
the intervention are like, do you think, like, what's going on? And she's like, oh, I don't know, this place is like kind of moldy, you know, I think it's the mold that's making it smell bad. It's a little, there's not enough air coming in, so it's a little moldy, it's
There's
a little
something
stuffy
wrong with
in
the
here.
vents.
And like, you don't think it's the shit in the buckets? It's so funny. But yeah, back to the story. So yeah, the one guy took a shit in his friend's kitchen, and then as a prank, they found like a giant soap container, like at their house, and the other friend took a shit inside their soap container and closed it up. And he told me like that his friend's family were all like bathing in shit, like using the shit soap for weeks and months.
This is a prank? This is a prank?
Yeah.
What kind of prank is this? This is biological warfare against the fucking Geneva Convention. What kind of prank is that? Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck, man?
That guy, his only smells.
Exactly.
Perfect
timing.
usage. Perfect usage of that. I love that. His only smell.
It's nothing. You just only the smell.
His only smell. Oh man. Oh, dating advice.
Right, yeah, oh yeah, we started talking
Yeah,
about
dating
poop
advice.
and buckets. Alright, back to that.
Yeah. We
Wild.
know what kind of man girls are usually like. One that doesn't have shit buckets.
Yeah,
Next.
there we go.
They condemned the
There we
fucking
go.
house, and I knew another guy who would hoard his piss in
That
jugs.
was
He
the
was in my
shortest
car
question.
club, and I went over to see his cars, and that was so fucking scary, but I DK if you want that story.
I mean, yeah, I guess you couldn't live in that house after that. I think that's unusable. That's crazy
it's
that you
condemned.
you can destroy an entire house just by keeping poop buckets around. That I feel like that takes effort. Did she ever tell? Did she say why she was doing that? Why she was pooping in buckets? Was there a reason in that
In
episode?
Hoarders?
Yeah.
Because the toilet was stuffed with shit, so she had to poop in the buckets.
Why was the toilet stuffed in shit? Why didn't she flush it? Why didn't she flush the toilet?
I think her poops were too massive. I don't remember, man. Like it's this person, the amount of like
Wait,
she had
wait,
shit
wait,
all over
wait.
the
I
house.
have a story about my brother again. So one time, back in the early 2000s, I think this was our first time going to Quiznos subs. So my brother had a Quiznos subs for the first time, and he enjoyed it a lot. But for some strange reason, it didn't agree with his digestive system. So a few hours later, he went to the bathroom, and he basically shat out the entire precise volume of a foot-long Quiznos sub and he didn't really know what to do about it at the time because it wouldn't flush. So, you know, being 13 years old, his only option was to, like, flag down my mom. You know, like a Martha, come in here kind of moment. So he told my mom to come in, and she's like, God damn! She didn't know what to do either, so what we essentially had to do was she had to get, like, a coat hanger, and she had to perform a abortion on the toilet. She had to, like, go in with the coat hanger and chop up the massive Quiznos subturd in order to get it to flush, because it was just like a beached whale sitting in our plumbing, and our house was not equipped to deal with that mass. So that's what that reminded me of. But I don't know how you get to that point and stay there. Like, you should at least have, if you're pooping that big, you should have like a coat hanger or like a poop knife handy. I think poop knives are more common. I don't know why I shouldn't think about maybe having a poop knife.
Let's see if I can. Yeah, I mean, you can use the toilet brush thing. We have a very funny name for that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you for the super chat, Mika. Your every horror story about your past relationships makes me realize withholding from dating to build credit and exercises me volunteering to suffer for no reason. This was my older brother. This wasn't somebody I dated. This was somebody I was intrinsically, biologically linked to, and I couldn't run because I was like 10 at the time.
Yeah. Okay, next dating advice. Before
Right.
The shit talk.
Yeah, we've been talking about shit for 30 minutes.
Poop knife or
Just-
poop
yeah.
bushido blade.
No more shit talk. And if you want to hear more shit talk, donate $50 right now. I'll tell you about the pizza box story.
The pizza box is paywalled if you want to hear more scat fetish content. Gender name Simlol. Gender presentation.
Between this story and
Hold
your
on.
grandma
Text-to-speech.
beating you with those, do PPL in your family understand how to use a coat hanger the right way?
No. no, they do not. Nope. My family didn't read the instructions on coat hangers, unfortunately. Let's see. What is your dating question? Did the AI hype help you as a hot female artist get more dates? Huh?
What?
I don't understand your question.
Next.
I don't. Well, there's a picture.
I don't even want to give this person. Oh, there's a picture. What's the
Yeah, we
picture?
gotta see what the picture is. It's probably a meme. It's probably definitely a picture of something stupid.
Noodle concept. That's what I'm reading.
Let's see. God damn it. Oh, I'm gonna close all these.
I love that all the shit that your like Streamlab references is straight up on your desktop.
Well, I'm lazy, that's why. Okay. Alright, next.
I didn't even see the image.
It was just a picture
Oh.
of a noodle. Oh, thank you for the somebody
I made
tipped
it.
$50. You have to tell the
What?
pizza box story. Thank you.
I don't
Bishop.
believe it.
Hey, thank you for
You
the
gotta be
super chat.
fucking kidding me.
Somebody actually did it. Okay, a madman actually tipped $50. All right.
Well, it's Canadian.
More
so
shit
let's
talk.
do the conversion rate. Hold on. We're gonna do the conversion rate, and you're gonna have to. Hold on.
No, we'll give it to him. Go on and tell the pizza box story.
That was a classic prank of someone taking a shit in a pizza box and then coming up to their friends and being like, "Hey guys, I ordered pizza," and opening the pizza box and then there was shit in it. That's it. That's I hope that was a well spent $50. I'm really sorry you paid $50 for that. Dude. If you have a dating question, you can skip the line, I guess. A classic prank. That's right. It is a classic.
You know, the prank that you do to everybody all the time. It's a coming of age prank that happens to everyone at least once.
Oh god, dude, this is going directly in the slop channel, being like, someone paid $50 for what? And it's just
Thank you for the super chat. Bit battle just came to simple little poop talk. Yay! Wait, let me see. I feel like we need to compensate this man for the $50 Canadian, because like in Canada you can't buy a box of cereal with that money. I'm trying to think of another poop related story that we can give this man. Let's see. Poop stories.
Oh, I got a good one. I remember a buddy of mine same man who made love to an eggplant. For that story, you're gonna have to pay around $100. I remember we were in school and he decided to take a shit in the middle of a basketball court. And he took a shit right in front of us, and he wiped his ass, and he wanted to show us the toilet paper, and a fucking gust of wind came up, and the fucking
wait. Why did he want to show you the toilet paper? Why did he want that to happen?
Because he just was like, hey guys, look at my dirty toilet paper with shit on it, and then a gust of wind just came up and just hit the toilet paper with the shit on it, just hit his face. And then my other friend ran up to him and scared him, and he jumped back and stepped in his own shit. So I hope that was worth $50.
Are these normal male activities? Is this the cure to male loneliness? Showing the homies your shitted toilet paper?
14 to 16-year-olds, yeah, I think that's kind of normal. The eggplant story, guys, that's you're gonna have to pay a lot of money to get that. I need to see a huge fucking donation if you want to hear that one.
That one's pretty worth it, I must say.
I took a shit in a urinal
If you do
Who did you fucking prank? The janitor? Who did you? It's not a prank. It's malicious.
It's just a prank, bro. Calm down.
Great prank.
It's just a joke. I'm just kidding. Oh no.
Yeah, you should feel bad. You should feel bad, you dick. Why did you do that?
He fucking did it. We
What?
got 100.
What happened?
He wants the eggplant story. The
Are you fucking
100
kidding me?
Canadian.
$100.
I think in addition to the eggplant story, you also have to tell the pigeon story because they go together because it's the same.
They go
person.
together. No, that's Mika. Come on, we just made $100. I think I'm gonna give that for free.
I'm trying to give people a bang for their buck here, especially if they're Canadian and they can't afford cereal. I feel bad for the Canadians, but go ahead.
I must have been 9th grade or 8th grade or something like that.
I'm gonna turn you up too.
I had this kid in my class. I don't know why there was an eggplant in the school, but basically he sliced it up sideways and just proceeded to fuck it in front of the whole classroom.
You didn't tell me it was in front of people.
Oh, dude, and this guy had no performance anxiety, I can tell you that much.
In front of people in class?
Front of people, he railed. Well, it was during recess, but yeah.
Recess? I'm just thinking of, that show from Disney called Recess?
Oh, the Recess,
I'm just thinking of, TJ Detweiler being like, hey guys, come look at what I can do!
Did he get in trouble for what? Nobody caught him, Teachers didn't catch him. It's there's a group of kids looking at him doing this fucking dumb shit.
For 100 bucks, you'd better throw in not one but two free
I think
poop
he's one of the
knives.
funniest people I've ever met in my life, and he's a wonderful person, so this isn't shit talking him.
I don't think I've ever witnessed anything like that in my childhood to that degree of egregious.
I was literally on the short bus, so
right.
I was growing up. Yeah, I went to a special school.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, for 5 years or something like that.
Why?
Good question. I don't know. It was very frustrating being there. I'm like, I don't think I'm supposed to be here, but it was very easy. So but yeah, we had a lot of students like that doing that kind of shit. That's not even some of the wildest shit that went on in that school. So, but it's a very famous story of the kid who
famous story of triumph.
He was like,
Gonna
it's
pay
the
for
kid
the
who fucked the eggplant in front of
$100 poop
everybody,
knives to pull a purple rarity.
And it's that's how we knew. Yeah.
The chat
Thumbs
thinks
up every once in a
I think
while.
chat wants me to auction off my poop knives. We'll do that eventually. Gamer girl poop knife. You've heard of bathwater and fart jar. How about poop knife? That hasn't been done
I can't
before.
believe we made $150 already off this. That is insane. I know it's Canadian, but still. So thank you so much for the huge donation.
Yeah, thank
I hope
you,
it
dude.
was worth it. Yeah. Pigeon story is for $200.
Please don't egg them on, please.
A combined $200. So if we get to $200, you get the fucking pigeon story.
You guys can all pitch in, and then you can maybe get the pigeon story. How about that? Make it fair. All right. We did this one. We're skipping this one. All right. Next, Rob.
If you haven't witnessed someone flashing
Text
the
speech.
class or other weird shit, you missed out on a lot.
Flashing the class. That didn't happen to me, but one time in a Zoom meeting at an indie game studio during, like, a stand-up. A girl just came in her bra. She just, like, didn't put on any fucking clothes. She just came to the fucking meeting with nothing but a bra on, and she's like, yeah, this is fine. This is a normal workplace attire. There's totally nothing wrong with this. Sometimes I really hate artists, dude. Like, I feel like they have too much freedom sometimes with stuff like that. Name Rob, dudes that like non-dudes. Age 36, rate competitive dating. If you went on a date with someone, what would be an instant red flag? And what would be the opposite, a green flag? In case this question has already been asked, is it unreasonable to not want to date somebody you don't already have feelings for? It seems like a lot of people just get together and start being intimate without having actual feelings with each other. Is that normal, or is my perception wrong? Alright, let's start with your first question. A red flag. So I got a lot of these. I think I told this story last time, but I'll just refresh your guys' memory. There was a guy I went to the Cheesecake Factory with, and the first thing he said to me as I was walking up to him, because I had my car keys in my hand, he said, oh, I thought that was a remote control, and you have like a vibrator taped to your pussy, and then you're gonna give me the remote control so I could get you wet during the Cheesecake Factory. So anything that's like overtly sexual during the first date, that's a huge fucking red flag. Trauma dumping is also a huge red flag. When it comes to like telling people about your personal life, you shouldn't be afraid of being open and vulnerable with people that you're dating, but there's a time and a place, and that time and a place is not the first date. Do not tell people really heavy things about yourself on the first date, unless you're good at spinning it so it's funny. So I do that a lot of the time, but I check the vibe first, because what I like to tell people on the first date is I like to tell them the story about how cops fucking shot my mom, because that shit's really fucking funny. That can easily be spun into something that wasn't like traumatic, but was instantly a very interesting story to tell people and kind of break the ice. But if you're gonna be like telling people, oh, my dad's an alcoholic and he beat me and my uncle used to diddle my butthole, that's kind of like, you probably don't want to get into that territory on the first date, because it's gonna feel like somebody is using you as a therapist, and they have like a lot of unresolved things in their brain that they shouldn't be bringing to the table date-wise. It means they're not confident in themselves, they have issues that they haven't navigated yet, and you know that doesn't exactly translate well to a relationship. Dressing up, not wearing fucking deodorant, lying. I've been on a couple of dates with dudes that I met from dating apps, and if you guys know me, where I don't care about a man's height. I do not give one shit. I'll date a dude that's shorter than me. I don't care. But what I do care about is when the guy lies about it. I don't like showing up to a date having like this perception, thinking, okay, this guy's 5'11", almost 6 foot, and then I come to the date and he's 5'5", and then he'll like continue the lie to my fucking face, and he'll be like, I'll be like, oh, I didn't expect you to look like that, and then he'll say, well, I'm still taller than you, and I'm like, what? Bro, no the fuck you're not. I think that shit's really fucking frustrating, because if they're willing to lie about their height, they're willing to lie about their age, they're willing to lie about basically anything in the relationship to keep you engaged in it, and that's not healthy. That's you're setting yourself up for failure there.
Yeah.
What else?
100% true.
What else is a red flag? This is a common one, that is unfortunately a result of economic struggles, but like if you still live with an ex, I'm not gonna want to date you. That's a recipe for fucking disaster. I'm not putting up with that. But yeah, you know, just stuff like that. Like, you have to think about, if you are on a date, what would somebody do to upset you? And if you wouldn't do the same thing to somebody else, then yeah, it's probably a red flag. And then, you know, red flags can be subjective to people, I'd say. But oh yeah, there was a guy, it was the same car keys vibrator guy, who was like really into being a vegetarian, like to the point where he wanted to convert me. Like, anybody who just wants to come in hot with their convictions and wants to be really annoying about it, that tends to be a red flag for me. Like, he kept saying, oh, I have all this scientific research, and if you would just give me an hour of your time to explain why I think humans were not made to eat meat. Like, bro, I don't fucking care. I don't want to hear all that shit. Like, that's not flirtatious. That's just you being annoying. And you trying to impose your will onto me. Like, if you're willing to do that with, like, vegetarianism, you're probably going to want to be really annoying about a lot of other facets of your life in order to get me to be molded into your perfect ideal GF, and you're not going to allow me to breathe as my own individual person. So I think that's also a red flag. And the opposite green flags, somebody who's funny, somebody who dresses nice and smells good. You know, green flags are just like, oh, how normal are you, essentially. Somebody who has confidence in themselves. I guess maybe it's more difficult for me to think about green flags because I've mostly dated very awful people, if I'm being honest. I think the bar for me in that regard is kind of really low. It's like, oh, are you just normal? Are you not, like, a dangerous person with, very scary tendencies, like keeping 17 toothbrushes in a jar in your bathroom and not telling me why you do that? Let's see, what was your other question? In case of questions already been asked, is it unreasonable to not want to date somebody you don't already have feelings for? No, this is why I don't like dating apps, because how are you supposed to have feelings for somebody that you've never met before? You're just going off of a picture. Again, it's the cart before the horse for me. It's something that I have a difficulty forcing myself to do. And then if I do manage to do it, it's often one-sided. Because, you know, you can't, like, fall for somebody as at the same time somebody else does, usually. So I've had instances where I think the first couple of dates go really well, and I'm like, oh, yeah, this guy's really nice, I really like him. But it was one-sided the entire time, and then the guy just didn't like me. And then that's kind of difficult. It's awkward because you're already dating that person, and then they find out later that they don't like you. It's just it's different if you're like, it's somebody that you know already, and you go up to them and you tell them how you feel and you ask them out, and they just say no, like, sorry, I'm not into you that way, and then, you know, it's fine. You're not, like, attached to them yet. It's just like you had this romantic feeling for them and you wanted to see if you could explore it. And then it's different if you're like 5 dates in and then they tell you they don't fucking like you, actually. That I think that's very awkward and insufferable to fucking deal with. But yeah, what are your thoughts, Dinghis?
5 dates in and they don't fuck you? That's what you said?
No, they don't like you.
Oh, okay, they don't fuck with you. Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, look, this is for yourself, right? So if you don't want to date somebody you don't already have feelings for, go for it.
Yeah.
Why are you even asking? You don't feel comfortable with it, obviously. It's totally fine. You make the rules, buddy. But I will say that it's totally fine to date people you don't have feelings for.
Hold on, super chat.
Maybe...
1 sec. Thank you, Bishop, for the 20. I didn't ask a question on the site, but I had a question. I'm curious on your opinion. Do you have a specific time or rule for moving in with someone you're with, or is it based on a feeling, or something else? That's a good question. I think Dinghis would be good at answering that one.
We covered it earlier a little bit. You should only move in with your partner if you're considering a life with them. You shouldn't, like, for real, in my opinion, it's like, if you both have the same idea of, like, oh, we want to maybe get married one day and, make a home together and all this stuff, then you should move in. Otherwise, no reason to do that.
I dated a guy who moved in with me just because he wanted to save money on rent, and he was never serious about me. One time my dad asked him in private, like, I think I was at school or something, my dad's like, oh, what are your intentions with my daughter? And he's like, oh, I don't know. I don't think she's the one, though. He just flat out said that, and we had already lived together. Don't do that to people. Be serious about them.
Be serious about them. And in general, like I said earlier, test the waters out. Stay like a week or two at a time at each other's places. See if it works out. See if you could make that sort of thing work. And if you can, then maybe start, looking at places together and find a place. And don't also, I think the most important thing, in general, this is a life rule, all right? The one thing you should never, ever, ever fucking do, whether it's a relationship, a job, the people you hang around with, fucking how you treat yourself. You never settle. Never fucking settle, dude. Never say this is good enough.
Yeah, I agree.
All right? It's the worst thing you can fucking do. You're basically living in hell. So don't settle for, you know, oh, I don't know, we'll go to this house. I fucking hate it. This apartment doesn't have like my partner really likes gas range stoves. She can't live in a place without gas range stoves, for example. And I fucking get it. It's a fucking pain in the ass to use an electric one, you know? And I like need a room that has enough space for my shit and like a certain kind of like closet that I can hang my clothes in, you know, that kind of thing. Or like AC. I can't live without AC. I'll go fucking crazy.
I don't know how people live without AC. I guess that's like a very overwhelmingly British problem, I believe, because it doesn't get hot over there.
Damn it, Mika, you're fucking doxing me again.
I didn't say shit.
You said I'm British.
I said what? I'm gonna be right back.
That's complete rubbish. Wait, you gonna piss? So I gotta entertain chat? Okay.
Yeah, everybody watch Dinghis for a sec. I need to go pee.
Okay. Everybody, you know what to do. When Mika take a piss, I want you all to spam this fish. Everybody in chat, spam the fish. Just Mika take a piss. Yeah, so your criteria should be like, why am I moving in with this person? If it's just to save money, don't fucking bother. Go live with a roommate. If you want to live with somebody, you know, if you want to live with somebody, dude, it should be because you want to marry them and have a life together or some sort of civil union, you know. That's my biggest piece of advice to that. If you know, I lived with somebody for I think 6 or 7 years, and it worked really great because we had really good communication about it. We had our own space, and we were very considerate of each other's, like, you know, cleanliness and treating the house right. And so you can make it work sometimes. All right, let's see. Did I have Scotch Egg yet? No, never had Scotch Egg. I like the guy who makes music called Scotch Egg. I think he's pretty cool. Thank you for subbing, Legend EU West. Damn, if you don't have AC where I'm from, you're basically dead. And he's like, well, I live in the Pacific Northwest, so it hasn't gotten really that bad in here until like the past 10 years. Up until now, it was fine. And honestly, where I live, it doesn't even get that bad. Like, there's gonna be a heat wave this week. And there was a heat wave like 3 weeks ago, but it was raining last week, so I'm having a good time. All right, ask me questions that you want me to answer before Mika gets back. Come on, hurry up. Things you can't ask when she's here. Do it. Come on. Did I get that deadly heat wave we got 3 weeks, summers ago? I don't know, maybe. God, fuck it. It's heat waves all the fucking time. Holy shit, Mika's in the mirror. I'm terrified. It's coming back.
I peed. It was good.
Oh, there's somebody else in the PNW here. That's cool.
Born to give date advice. Forced to piss. Also, did you wash your motherfucking filthy hands?
Did you cheat off each other? Oh, that's a funny question. Is this someone we know?
I don't know. Wait, who asked that?
Cardboard Pie.
Never heard of him. We both have different, like, cheating in school stories. You can tell yours first.
Oh, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, so basically, I had this piece of shit teacher that I fucking hate. His name kind of sounds like Pastrami.
Bro, just say it. Who cares about that guy? I've mentioned him on stream multiple times. They all know that he paints like a complete fuck ass and is useless as a teacher.
What? You don't like his poster for Speed with Keanu Reeves? Honestly, it's been so long and I'm so burnt out. I'm never coming back to the 3D industry. Like, I know that's not gonna ever be a future again. So I'm like, yeah, fuck it. His name was fucking Pastrana. This guy was a piece of shit. He taught color theory, and he was so bad that our digital painting teacher, who was awesome, and her name was
Super
Alex.
Chat. Hold on. I guess we have to tell the story about the pigeon now too, because we've made it to 200. Thank you, Cody.
No. We said 200. That's 50. We need another $150.
All together. I thought. Whatever. Fine. Hold on. Let me read this. Working toward becoming a freelance illustrator the last few years, getting super close, but it eats up my time, so I don't have much time to meet people. Any advice with management to keep improving, but also have time to meet people? Well, you know, since you're doing art, what you can do is go into art spaces where other art people are at. So it's not technically a waste of your own time. You know, take more art classes, go to figure drawing classes, because, you know, you can be any skill level, and you know, figure drawing is still an important fundamental to be practicing all the time. So I think that would be a good place for you to meet women if you're already an artist.
Yeah. Yeah, go figure drawing classes are awesome. Like, I wish I had the time to take them right now.
Anyway, this is the guy that taught us color theory in school. This guy's art. It's like Panera Bread art. Oh, here's the Keanu Reeves one.
No, I don't mind. Like, this guy did such a shitty thing to me that, like, I really don't mind telling the story and, like, fucking sue me, because it's the truth. But what happened was I stayed up many nights in a row trying to get his homework done.
Move it. There it is.
Yeah. What's up?
Oh, my face is in the way of the Keanu Reeves drawing.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That doesn't even look like fucking Keanu Reeves either. Like,
it looks like him if he was, like, you know, dropped.
Like you when you're working in the sculpture lab and you fucking drop your shit on the floor and you're all like, oh damn.
Yeah. So I stayed up really late trying to get this homework done, and at one point I was so exhausted I couldn't get up, and I had to skip his class. Now, you're allowed to skip 2 classes per term. And this class was more of a lab than a class, so we would just sit there and paint while he's in the classroom, so it didn't even matter. He didn't teach anything at that point. End of class shows up. Oh, hold on, you getting a phone call?
No, I already took it, it's fine.
Okay, I'm watching the fucking stream, you know. Anyway. Yeah, so last class, he shows up. I think he tripped over like someone's backpack, and I giggled, and I think that rubbed him really the wrong way. I was with my ex at the time, and he said that we cheated off each other doing paint swatches, which is really dumb because paint swatches are supposed to be uniform and kind of similar in the first place. That's the whole point of a paint swatch. And then he told us like he left like a note that was like, these look like it looks like you cheated off each other. My ex had a panic attack from that. And like I told him that they're not fucking copied off each other, fucking compare them. And
Hold
he
on,
said, "Yeah,
hold
I'll
on,
give you
super
the-"
chat. Hold on. Thank you, AJ Konek Nutney. Thank you, AJ. A green flag IMO is seeking help if needed. I currently have therapy sessions between classes. Yeah, I think a lot of people should go to therapy if they need it. However, I do have a story after Dinghis finishes in which therapy can also be weaponized, but I'll let Dinghis finish.
In any case, he compared the swatches, and then he said, "Oh, sorry, I thought you cheated. Like I'll give you the benefit of the doubt because you're a lazy student." After I stayed up for 3 days in a row trying to get the homework done, so that almost made me quit school. So fuck that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Well, I think most teachers had an ego problem at that school. Like, you know, obviously, this is some interesting illustration here. You know, this is just
like, I'm not dissing. Like, look, he does the Panera Bread art really well.
It's just
That's
we
that
went to a
doesn't change
school
the fact
for
that
like, you know, making cool digital art for like League of Legends and shit. That's the kind of person I would like to listen to when it comes to art, not Panera Bread.
Yeah, which to be fair, the digital painting teacher we had, her name was Alex. I don't remember her last name right now. I think Vo. I think her name was Alex Vo. Maybe Alex Vo Cohen or something like that. Phenomenal artist, wonderful teacher. One of the best teachers I had in my life. I'll sing her praises all fucking day. I love that.
Yeah, she was really good.
She was incredible, and she's also like a great person. Like on like a personal level, I love them, and I've been told. I think she told us that one time she had to call Bob because he wasn't doing his job right. Like basically, like he's like, you guys don't know color theory. You come into my class and like you have like these big gaps of color theory. Like why? But you have a whole class on it. So fuck that guy. He forced us to paint with acrylics too.
That's what forced me to make that color theory YouTube video, because being in Pastrana's class made me think of color the wrong way for almost a fucking decade, and I just didn't want other people to have to deal with that. So, you know, there's a resource from my experience directly to get you to think about fucking painting correctly. We didn't see this
perspective
image.
class sucked too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that too. That also fucked me up with perspective. Like nobody,
Hellish class.
all the fucking supplies just needed to make perspective grid lines when we could have just done it in fucking Photoshop.
Oh God. What is this?
I don't know. It was included.
Who's this man in the pumpkin?
It was included in the dating
Is this the
question.
guy? Which question was this? Can I have sex without liking someone or
no,
something?
it was what are green and red flags?
Oh
Examples.
yeah, so great. Do you want the male perspective on this?
Yeah, I think you should give him the male perspective.
What I think
You
is
have nice
a red
eyes, by the
flag.
way. You got that nice hazel. Pretty cool. Go
I'm
ahead.
sure he looks fine. Yeah, you.
I don't, yeah,
I
I
can't
don't know
tell
why
through
you're
the
hiding
pumpkin. I'm
behind
sure
a
you look
pumpkin.
fine.
Yeah, you look like
you don't need
you're an
that,
attractive
dude.
man.
Yeah. I would
Jack
say
and Steen
don't-
IRL.
For me, a red flag would be if the person I'm talking to is not interested in me at all. Like they keep talking about themselves, but they don't ask any questions about me or where I'm from or what I do, that kind of thing. Like they're not really interested. They're just interested in talking. The lying thing you said, I distinctly remember. This wasn't even on a date. This was a girl I met at a bar here, and she was yapping. Okay, she was yapping, dude, and she was saying like the most like dumbest shit, and she thought that I would believe it. She said, you know, when I was like 6 years old, I found a body in a suitcase by the river, and I had to go testify in court.
What the fuck?
And I was like, yeah, sure, dude. Can you fucking do a Kamehameha too? Like it's like. And she kept telling me all the, like, she also told me where she lives. And then she told me, you know, one time this guy was staying over and he wouldn't leave. So I told him, hey, I have to go to work. So you can just leave whenever. And I went to the Starbucks by my house. And I was like, you
Cool
live
story,
right here. There's
bro.
no Starbucks.
Cool fucking
There's no
story, bro.
Starbucks here. Like, stop fucking lying. Like, every other line she said is lying. So yeah, don't fucking lie.
Like a pathological liar.
Like a pathological liar, yeah.
But that's also not even like a fun, interesting story. That's just a fucking cool story, bro. It's like, you know what we need to normalize saying instead of cool story, bro. We need to say bangin' sermon, my man. So yeah, bangin' sermon, my man. I'm gonna start doing that instead.
And I think she did that because I was way more interested in her friend than I was at the bar, in general. So yeah, don't do that. Other things, just, I don't know. People that try to be, I really fucking, this is like a pet peeve of mine. I fucking hate people who try to behave a certain way to impress other people. You know what I mean? Like people who pretend to be tough and cool, like that kind of shit. I hate that. I had a coworker like that. This fucking idiot. And they kept being like, I'm so fucking cool and good at this job, and I'm like the coolest fucking person. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like,
my mom would sometimes do that, like, when I went to school. Like, she would pretend to be much wider than she is, like, at PTA meetings and shit. And I'm like, Mom, just be yourself. Like, this isn't helping anybody. And then she went
call
and
the
did...
principal the N-word.
Yeah.
that seems like something your mom would do, you know?
Well, yeah, she did get me suspended that one time.
Yeah.
Because she didn't want to talk about me being possibly autistic, so she got me suspended. She went like, no, autism is a white people disease, and then I got, I couldn't go to school for 3 days because of that. My mom has difficulty regulating herself a little bit. She doesn't know how to, like, just, don't be a different person, but, if you're gonna be yourself, tone it down just a little bit.
Yeah. Alright, next question. And yeah, dude, like I said earlier, just, if you don't want to date somebody you don't have feelings for, no, you make the rules, buddy. You do it. But I don't think you should dismiss the idea that you might develop feelings for somebody later. It happens a lot in relationships. Like, unexpected things happen to people, change, opinions change, and you need to keep an open mind. So just because you don't feel something for somebody already does not mean that you won't feel something for them later when you find out more about them and get to know them more. Hope that helps. If you feel more comfortable dating people, dude, that you know beforehand, you know what I mean, like your buddies or whatnot, or co-workers, that's totally legitimate too. All right, next.
How old is too old to date while still living at your parents' house? Dude, I live with my parents. Most people live with their parents. Nobody has money anymore. It's like, it's just normal.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
Next.
Thank you for the super chat, Mr. Bishop, again. Thank you for 20 weaponized therapy story. Oh, this one's a fucking certified banger sermon. All right, so this happened a couple months ago. This happened on my birthday. So for my birthday, my 33rd birthday this year, You guys know I can't venture too far from my house because of the predicament that I find myself. So the best I could do was me and my dad just go to this pub that we always go to, just to do a little bit of a birthday celebration. Because it was on that day that I was already plastered, because I decided for my birthday I wanted to do like a drunk tier list stream, and we argued about cartoons with the chat, and it was a good time. So by the time I left my house hours, I was already pretty loaded. So I thought, oh, let's do more drinking, because hey, your birthday happens once a year, and let's go fucking do that. So we get to the pub, we go walk to our usual seats, and before I can sit down, I noticed that there's a couple sitting across the bar. And yeah, that implies exactly what you think it does, but I'm not thinking about it at the time. Because in my little naive head, I always think that people only have good intentions and bad things won't happen to me. But, I shouldn't think that, because bad shit happens to me all the time. But, I try to be a really friendly person. I really like talking to people, and that's, like, usually to my detriment, because I love yapping, as indicated by these 3-hour streams that I do. But, so, a person, the male of the couple flags me down. He's like, oh, my girlfriend really loves your outfit. She thinks you look really cute. And I'm like, oh, thanks, that's really kind of you. And I didn't think much of it. To me, initially, it didn't sound like when, couples do that thing where like, oh, my girlfriend noticed you from across the bar and she really liked your vibe. It didn't compute in my head that way, because A, I'm really friendly, like a dog at a birthday party, and B, I was already really drunk. So I just kind of like ignored it mentally, and I just went to my seat because my dad was going to the bathroom. And then my dad comes back, and then they flag me down again, and they're like, hey, I said, we really like your vibe. Do you want to be friends? And I'm like, yeah, I want to be friends. I get really fucking excited about making friends, because, I don't have a lot of IRL friends, so I was, like, super stoked that people wanted to hang out with me in the bar, and I guess I just wasn't thinking about it in that way, because I was very obviously hanging out with my 60-year-old dad, but that'll come into play later in a way that you're not gonna like. So we get to talking with this couple, and at first things are like normal. We're just like shooting shit, getting to know each other, because they, I go over I tell my dad like, oh look, they want to be my friend. Let's sit with them. We're having a cool birthday time, and I've made friends on my birthday. This is the best thing to ever have fucking happened to me.
Watch out for pineapples. Apparently that is a secret code for poly couples.
Is it?
Sorry.
Is it pineapples? Interesting. I've never heard that one before. But okay, I'll know that for next time.
The upside down pineapple. What? Like you sit on it? What's
yeah, what is it about pineapples and poly couples? What?
I watched Little Nicky.
Can't believe those couples exist. It's still crazy. LOL, I thought they were all on dating apps now. No, they do in fact still troll bars. So yeah, so we're shooting the shit, and I think the conversation, I'm remembering this in bits and pieces because I was pretty drunk at the time. I think the topic goes towards, am I single? And I say, oh yeah, I'm single, and then we start talking about dating experiences. And, we all take turns, like, and something I notice right away, as when it's not my turn to speak, the guy of the couple, instead of making eye contact with me, he just starts aggressively looking at my thighs. Like, he's not even being shy about it. He's just like,
how much money for the story of a guy railing a pineapple in front of the class?
hold on.
No.
I don't think, I don't think that's a story anybody has. Hopefully not. So, yeah, so the conversation goes towards that.
I just saw that, I'm sorry.
It's okay. So I start talking about my experience dating, and I'm mostly trying to talk to the girl, while the guy is very clearly looking at my thighs and making me extremely uncomfortable. And then, the guy asks, wait, you're single? I didn't know that. Who's this man that you're with? And I'm like, bro, this is my fucking dad. What do you mean? He's very clearly very old. No offense, Dad, because my dad does watch these streams, but he's 30 years older than me. And we look identical, so I don't know what was happening in this man's Coomer-ass brain to where he thought I was you know, being my dad's sugar baby or something, because it's very clearly not the case. So he thought I was fucking my dad, but as you'll know later, that's not stopping from what this man is clearly thinking. So yeah, so I start talking about my dating experiences, and the guy starts interjecting with like, oh yeah, I see you've had issues with men with commitment. That's really sad, because you know I'm actually really good at commitment. I'm so good at commitment that I actually have a girlfriend, and you know the poly lifestyle is where it's at. So then I'm like, uh-oh. I'm not drunk enough to where I don't realize that this is a problem. And my dad also realizes this is a problem, but my dad tries not to say anything, because my dad is, he's at this point, he's fearing for his fucking life. So the poly couple...
I was sitting on a ski lift with
Hold
my
on,
dad
text
when an
speech.
old man sitting by himself on the other side yelled, "You two kids can get closer." I was 16.
Oh. That's disgusting. But yeah, same vibe here. So at this point, I realize, oh no, these people do not want to be friends with me. This is turning very quickly into something else. And I thought I was perhaps safe from this because I was with my dad, but I could tell just by the way that this guy was looking at me and then occasionally looking at my father, that not only did he want to fuck me, but he also wanted to fuck my dad. He wanted to have a foursome with me, him, the girl he brought to the bar, and also my father. And he was not at all being shy about it. And he kept saying, and this is where the weaponizing therapy role comes into play. He's like, oh yeah, you know, I think it's very toxic masculine when a dude refused to go to therapy. I'm like so in touch with my feminine side that I go to 3 different therapists. I go to my regular therapist. I go to a couples therapist with my wife. And then I go to a sex therapist where I talk about things that get me off. That's what I mean by like weaponizing therapy. You can't fucking stack therapists. That's a red flag. That just means that there's a lot of different things wrong with you to the point where you have to talk to multiple people about it. And then he would like show me.
It sounds like he has a lot of fucking money.
That's not.
I mean, 3 therapists, dude. I might he's got 3 therapists going on. I might give it a go if he buys me something nice. You know, maybe give me some New Balances or something. Little chain.
A pair of New Balances for my father that he wants to fuck. Fathers love New Balances.
If he can afford 3 therapists, he can afford me a new pair of 960s. You know.
I should have said that to him. But yeah, at this point, I'm trying to save the girl from this man, and I try to tell her things like, oh, you know, yeah, the dating world is bad, and you gotta take it slow, but you can't just settle, and I would, like, try to make subtle eye gestures to the man, who, you know, he didn't look like he could have pulled off multiple, types of pussy, I'll say. He didn't look like he needed that much pussy. He was quite mid, and the poor
Sorry,
girl...
I checked out halfway in that therapy check sheet list.
Hold on.
My eyes glazed over. Tell him you are a money therapist, and just tell him he would be a better person if he gives you a wire transfer to an offshore account.
Good idea. Yeah, dude, fucking...
Maybe.
Yeah.
So, I was trying to get the girl to maybe reconsider that, she doesn't need to lower her standards for this man, because I'll say it once and I'll say it again. Just because the dating world is bad doesn't mean you need to settle for people. You're just setting yourself up for failure with that. You don't need to just throw in the towel and say, oh, well, if nobody is willing to love me monogamously, I guess I'll just be poly and I'll be somebody's side bitch. You don't need to do that. But yeah, so we're talking to these people who clearly want to fuck both me and my dad. And my strategy, because I don't really know how to exit the conversation, is like, okay, I guess I'll just keep talking to these people forever until they get tired, because I'm pretty good at doing that, because I don't really know how to tell these people that they're making me severely uncomfortable. And my dad is watching all this, and of course my dad doesn't know what my internal monologue is saying. My dad thinks I want to go back to another bar with these people. My dad authentically thinks, oh shit, my daughter is about to get into something that she's going to fucking regret. So my dad's just sitting there silently panicking. And eventually, the couple's like, "Oh, you guys want to go bar hopping with us? So we really like your vibe." And my dad interjects, and he's like, "Yeah. Why don't you guys go on ahead? We're gonna finish up our drinks here, and then we'll meet you at the next bar." And then they're like, "Oh yeah, that sounds like a great idea. We'll pregame while you guys are finishing up here." So they leave. And my dad just sighs very sternly, and he turns me around, and he puts his hand on my shoulder, and he's, like, about to lecture me, but before he can finish, he's like, "Holy shit, Dad," I'm like, "Holy shit, I want to leave. I don't like those people at all. They're scaring the absolute fuck out of me, and they definitely want us to have, like, some sort of weird, incestuous, polyamorous, sexual relationship, and I want to go home." So yeah, that's how I spent my birthday. And we did not end up bar hopping with them. We ended up using that part of them leaving so that we could also get the fuck out of there, because that was authentically fucking terrifying. And now I'm to the point where I never want to go to bars again.
What time? I'm trying to figure out what time of day was this.
This was like around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock after stream.
So the Foot Locker was already closed.
The Foot Locker? Oh yeah, so he couldn't have bought my dad.
Could have got the shoes at least. Yeah, get the fucking. Oh man. Yeah, it do be like that, dude. One time I went to like friends of friends kind of like apartment, like house. They all rented together with like 8 people. And when I got there, I realized it's a polycule and they're all banging each other, and the vibes were so weird, and I wanted to run out of there immediately. They all gave me these really long hugs, and like they did yoga in front of everyone. Yeah, there's a 50-year-old guy there wearing a crop top and fucking Tobias Funke never nudes, fucking cutoffs, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? And we're like, me and my girl were like, dude, we want to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, dude, the guy at the bar, he started just showing us nudes of his wife. He's just like, hey, my wife's really hot, do you want to see her? And he would like show this in front of the girl, and his wife was clearly a lot hotter than the girl too, so I don't know if this was like a power move on his behalf, but it was...
So he was trying to get a male, female thing going on?
I guess so.
Huh. It's California been real, dude. This is like, it's not just a California thing. This whole like polyamory and E&M.
It's a fucking nationwide disease. There's
I kind of like
a King of the Hill episode about
King of the Hill, yeah. King of the Hill. I feel like King of the Hill got it right.
Yeah, they really did. I only go to bars with a man you like, to be honest. Kamikaze short bus. They'll get you out of those kinds of situations easy if they're a good guy. A dad doesn't know how to deal with that. Doesn't want to step on your feet. Well, I'm glad I went to the bar with my dad, I guess, because I trust my dad more than I trust any dude that I know. So, you know, I mean, because like, how do you get out of that situation, really? That's like, especially when my dad is like in his 60s. And, you know, he doesn't go out much, and I also don't go out much, so, like, neither of us were really equipped to deal with that, and I don't think a lot of people are equipped to deal with poly couples, honestly, because this is, like, a recent times sort of thing, so I guess that's something you now have to think about when you're going to bars, is, like, if you're approached by a poly couple, how do you exit that situation without, like, telling the person that they're absolutely disgusting? Because
I'm not interested.
I guess so.
Go away. You gotta be mean. Sometimes in life you just have to be fucking mean to people. I'm sorry. Like I learned this. I think a really important experience to everybody in the chat. Like, if you want to know what it feels like to be harassed as a woman, go to a gay party or a gay bar once.
Yeah.
And as a straight guy, it's like a fucking not fun experience, because you'll be bothered and harassed and touched, and like you'll be like, holy shit, women go through this every fucking time they go out. Like, what? Like, this sucks. You know what I mean? Like, you get that, like, for me at least, it was a very eye-opening moment. It was like in my early 20s. I was like, shit, like this is what they go through every fucking time. So yeah, here we go. Oh god, gay men do not stop. Exactly. So yeah, so you gotta be mean. You just gotta tell people to fuck off.
That's something I
just
need
be
to work
mean.
on. I'm terrible at being mean. I know I try to put on that persona online, but I'm actually horrible at like being confrontational.
You can be
sometimes to
nice
people.
the first 1 or 2 times. When it comes to the third time, you go, "Yo, get the fuck out of my face."
It's a lot easier if somebody starts out mean to me first, then I'll summon the internal League of Legends chat within me, and then I'll go off. But if like somebody's just being awkward in a way that I don't like, I do have difficulty being mean to them.
I don't know. I kind of love being mean to people. I gotta be real with you. Like, when they deserve it, it feels really good. It feels really good to fucking call somebody out and be like, "Get the fuck out of my face." I know it's petty and you shouldn't do it, but I like it.
That's something I need to practice, actually. All right, let's go to this next question that we've been hovering on for like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
Name, Twinkle Man, male, XY sexual. Okay, I guess that means gay. Casual dating.
Wait, did we get like fucking 20 more
I
questions?
wouldn't say
Yes.
it's a distinctively
holy
recent
shit,
problem.
okay.
Imagine people in
Hold on.
ancient Greece having the same problem. You go to a nice cozy theater performance and somehow end up in a 30-people orgy with your dad.
This is fucking disgusting. Isn't there like there's like a town in Greece, right? That's like just dedicated to it's like a wiener town. I think I saw this on Kunk on Earth. I'm pretty sure this is a real thing. It's like a tourist destination now.
It kind of sounds like Pompeii, but it's not. It's like
it's a different
Pomelo
one,
or something
yeah.
like that. Yeah. All right, Twinkle Man.
Right. Okay, looking for casual dating. My body is a work in progress, but I am still a Twinkle Man category. I want to ask hunky men out in the gym. How do I proceed, or is it a bad idea to ask somebody out in the gym? Any other tips? I think it depends on where you are on Earth. Because when I went to Nomen used
Bet
to
you
be...
can smell the
Hold on.
salt miles
Text-to-speech.
away.
What? Salt? Oh, you mean like
I don't
cum
know.
smell? I guess he means cum smell in
I don't know.
in Greece, in an orgy, but yeah. So Nomen used to be in the same building, as a Gold's Gym, in West Hollywood, and that gym, every single man that went to that gym was gay. Like, the gym was almost just like a peacocking ground for other men to look at other men, to the point where it was almost impossible to get gym equipment because there was almost always some dude with like no shirt and like the shortest hot pants you've ever seen, just trying to make himself look available for another man. And I think if you would have asked out a guy in that gym, you would have had like a 99% success rate. But I think anywhere else that isn't like an extremely gay area like San Francisco, West Hollywood, Hillcrest, you might have to deal with the idea that they might not be gay, and that might be a little awkward for you. And I couldn't answer this question the last time. There was like a similar question of like, how do I know if another guy is gay? I have no idea. I'm wondering if Dinghis has input on that, because I as a straight woman, I have no idea. I have no idea what to tell you for that one.
Here's what I'll say. It's very easy to tell if somebody is going to take you hitting on them the wrong way. It's a type. If you see like a dude, you're probably not gonna want to hit on a fucking dude, bro. Some guy that you can obviously tell listens to too much Andrew Tate. Like fucking.
Well, he does say he wants hunky men, and I feel like that's the type.
No,
of
hunky
people.
men is fine. There's lots of fucking gay hunky men. But for me personally, dude, I think like most people at the gym, and most people I know, hey, like if I get hit on by a gay dude at the gym, I take it as a big compliment. I'm like, oh, thanks, guy, but I'm not interested. Like, I appreciate it. You know, it happened to me like a week or two ago at a bar. Like, some guy came up to me and was like, oh my god, you have such a fucking striking look. And I'm like, oh, thanks, man. It's really nice. Like, yeah, I just had to come and tell you that. So, you just came in here? I couldn't stop looking at you. I was like, oh, thanks, dude. Like, it's nice. It's a nice feeling it's a very validating thing. So I think most people would see it that way. So you don't need to be afraid of, worst case, they'll say no. Worst case, they'll be an asshole. But luckily, you're in a public space, dude, with a lot of other people. And I think it goes back to the eye contact thing. I think those guys don't make eye contact with other men because they're scared of being perceived as gay or anything like that. So I think it would be very easy. I say if you are able to make eye contact with a guy, you can ask them out. or just be like, hey, I think you're cute. Can I get your number? You know, like really basic.
The moral of the
worst case,
story:
say-
making eye contact with other men is gay. In case you weren't aware. In case you
Yes,
needed
it
to
is.
know that.
You might as well be having raw anal sex if you're making eye contact with men. That's the fact. So yeah, that's what it boils down to. And don't be weird. I don't know. Don't do it in the locker room where everybody's naked. Do it where everybody's dressed. Highly suggest doing that.
Yeah. You don't want to like corner somebody. That's
think
kind of terrifying.
Also, like like I can also tell you, dude, that like, let's see. Now you're a twinkle man. Don't forget, everybody has like a lot of different tastes. So I don't think hunky men are only into other hunky men. I don't think twinks are only into twinks. So go for it, and you know, and don't worry about it. And if you're going to the gym, you're already on step 1 of looking better. So go for it, bro.
Gyms are such an interesting place too, because I know, like, there's a whole thing about women who hate being hit on at the gym, but then those same women, they'll wear those fucking yoga pants that look like your ass is vacuum sealed inside of them. And then they'll like complain that they're being stared at. I probably can't show that on stream because I'll get in trouble. But you guys know it's like a step above yoga pants where there's like, you know, yoga pants kind of show a lot of your silhouette and that's fine. But then there's like a degree above that, a variety of pant where the seam is in the ass crack and it's engineered to show every detail and spoke of your asshole. And you can't make the argument that like, oh, this is more comfortable, it's more aerodynamic. It's just those are pants that are built so that you can look at the woman's ass, and then those same women will like complain when men look at them in the gym. So I think men probably have less of this problem because there's like a specific kind of woman with like no self-awareness, and it's because they're wearing that fucking pair of pants. If you see a woman wearing a pair of pants like that they're built to make you look at them, they're gonna get mad at you if you look at them. Probably. It's just like you have to be careful with that. But if you're gay, you probably don't have that problem.
Yeah, like it should be fine.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Name: Reptar. Gender, presentation, and sex. Dude. Age 32. Marriage. I feel old. Everyone I interact with is too young, both physically and mentally. What is your question?
Cool.
What is your question?
What do you want me to say here?
Bangin' sermon, my man. Next.
No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna give you a little anecdote, man. I got out of full disclosure, I'm a divorced man. And when I got out of my divorce, I was in my 30s, and I thought I was totally fucking cooked because I was using dating apps and shit, and I got very little likes, and like the women I was attracting looked like fucking cement trucks, and like it's not like, and I thought like, shit, dude, it's over, I'm fucking bald, and like, you know, I'm that's it, I'm cooked. You know what happened? I went out and I went to bars, and I started fucking having positive interaction with the opposite sex. Yeah, you're not too old. You shouldn't feel old. 32 is not fucking old, dude. Everything is relative. If anything, you should be really happy you're 32, because it's way better to be a 32-year-old right now than a 25-year-old, because 25-year-olds have it fucking shit in every aspect of their life. If you feel that everybody you interact with is young, both physically and mentally, then you're hanging out with people who are too young mentally and physically. Find new friends. Next.
Good shit. I have no notes. Alright, name, probably a person. Gender, female. Just kidding, we don't exist. Bi, but that doesn't really matter because I'm dating a dude. Okay, we've got a woman in the chat for the first time in like 10 weeks. Looking for marriage. What is your dating question? Shut and neat. I'm gonna move and continue my education soon. Never been in a real relationship unless casually kissing a guy acquaintance for fun a couple of times when I was 17 somehow counts. Right now in a relationship with a guy that I knew for almost 4 years but haven't met in person yet. Jesus Christ. We plan to meet eventually, like sometime soon. Be prepared to potentially not be attracted to him at all. Or just a warning as somebody who's had to deal with this before. Am I cooked, and what are the odds that I will be a 40-year-old woman happily owned by my 20 cats? I love cats, by the way, even if I get if I ever get married, I will get as many as I can afford anyway. But seriously, I wonder what is your take on Zoomers e-dating with the intention of actually meeting, of course, and if there's any advice, recommendations based on your experience or the experience of people you know. Alright, so I think e-dating is fucking awful and you shouldn't do it. As far as, like, your very doomered, understanding of the world around you, you're only 20. I didn't have my first relationship until I was 20. And it ended up being terrible because I was e-dating a guy for 3 months until I met him in person. And then in my head, I was like, oh man, I already put so much mental stock in this person that now that I've finally gone through the trouble of meeting him, I'm going to ignore every single fucking red flag that he has, and then I'm going to end up in a horrible marriage for 4 years to this man. So I think when you e-date people, you're putting the cart before the horse, and you're taking a massive risk of A, probably not being attracted to him, and B, like a sunk cost fallacy thing, where, you know, you've put all this effort into, like, fucking Discord calling each other all the time. Back in my day, it was Skype. We Skyped all the time for, like, 3 months before we met. And then it turns out that you guys aren't compatible in the way that you think that you are. Because talking to somebody online is one thing, but people tend to be drastically different in person. Like, I'm not the person that I am when I'm sitting here in Twitch talking to you guys. I'm completely fucking different. There are certain cues that you just can't pick up on when you're just watching a video call of a person or just listening to their voice. And it's very easy for people to obfuscate the very horrible things that might be hiding in their personality. Thank you for the sub, Benji Taylor. Thank you very much. So it's too easy to put up a persona of an idealized person when you're online, and that can get you in some either uncomfortable situations or straight up dangerous situations. So I just don't think e-dating is worth it in the slightest. You're young, you're 20 years old, you don't need to resort to doing this with somebody. You have plenty of opportunities, especially, let's see, if you're gonna move and continue your education, like if you're gonna be going to college, you're gonna have like opportunities to meet lots of people in college. You don't need to resort to e-dating. I just think e-dating is a horrible, stupid fucking idea, and I don't think it ever works for anybody. So I would just not do that. I say you should just tell this person, like, hey, I think we should slow down whatever it is that we have going on until we meet. Because, you know, I suppose you've already made plans, maybe, with this person, but, I think the less pressure you put on yourself, and the less pressure they put on themselves to kind of force this thing to work, the better it is. Because you just don't know who this person is. It doesn't matter how many fucking games of Overwatch you play with this person. You just don't fucking know what they're like in real life. They might smell really fucking bad, and you have no idea. They might be lying about how tall they are, and if that matters to you, that's gonna be a deal breaker. They might be lying about, like, a fucking criminal record they have. They could be lying about all sorts of fucking shit. They might not even be the person that they've been showing you pictures of. So I just wouldn't fucking risk it, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck it. Why are you doing this?
Yeah, don't do this
Get
to
out.
yourself.
Don't do this to yourself. Get the fuck out of that. You're gonna go to school. School's a great place to meet people, get laid, date, get your heart broken, fall in love, do all this shit. I think e-dating is fucking stupid. It reminds me of, like...
Hold on, who's Eli? What's happening in the YouTube chat? What's happening with this Eli person?
What happened?
I don't know. There's a lot of people telling this person to, like, get help. I haven't seen any of the Eli messages.
Can anybody update me?
Chat, is this real? Is Eli real?
What is going on?
I don't know what's happening. What's happening with the Eli person? I can't have peace until it's done, then I can be just like you guys. Wait, do what? What? What's happening?
What?
I'm actually typing this stuff because this is what is on my mind every day. I consider myself to be a fucking nutcase, but I'm very good at hiding it. She died from heat exhaustion, but that wouldn't have happened if a number of people didn't lead me to the point I ended up. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I mean...
What?
Eli is being an incel, schizo shit. He wants to fuck his guns. Okay. I don't know what's happening, but perhaps a YouTube chat might not be the ideal place for that. Consider, is Eli going to murder some? Okay, I'm not gonna have this shit in my fucking chat. I don't want to be held liable. I'm banning that. Sorry.
Full honesty, anybody who's on YouTube right now, I am looking almost exclusively at the Twitch chat. I haven't opened up the YouTube chat until this moment. I'm actually kind of shocked at how many people we have on YouTube compared to
more
Twitch.
people are on YouTube. I have 2 chats open, but I'm gonna tell this person to go. I don't know. Bye.
Somebody asked if I'm 50. Somebody on YouTube asked if I'm 50. I am not 50. Sorry, that guy. I am 17.
Thank you, Bishop, for the super chat. Self-reflection time. What do you think are your green flags, red flags? Do you eat your nose nugs? Have you cheated on anyone? Spill the beans. What are my green flags? My green flags are that, I think I'm good at talking to people. I think I can keep a conversation going pretty good. I think I'm good at entertaining people. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be successful as a niche internet micro-celebrity. As a niche D-list micro-celebrity. If I weren't interesting to listen to or talk to. As for red flags, I do have the autism, so I do like things a certain way.
Thank God you got rid of them. Ban them in the Discord too.
Are they in the Discord? Somebody find them in the Discord. I can't be doing all this shit while I'm streaming. It's too much work.
What's happening?
Let's see. No, I've never cheated on anybody. What else are my red flags? I guess other people see this as a red flag. I've been told that I'm clingy, but I don't think I'm clingy. I'm just like, hey, can you text me once a day? I don't think that's too much. I don't like when somebody goes 72 fucking hours without texting me. That just shows me that you don't care. So I
disagree on that one.
Yeah, I know you disagree. I know you're like a very independent, and you and Booyah are very independent people. But for me, like, if you're not gonna text me every day, you can go fuck yourself. I don't care if it is clingy. If I like to hang out with you, you should see that as like a good sign that I like you. If I want to talk to you all the time, I'm not gonna like show up at your fucking work, and I'm not gonna break into your house if you don't text me. I'm just gonna block you if you're not willing to communicate with me. And this was like especially a problem in the long distance relationships that I had, where the only way we could interact with each other was through text. And then this motherfucker was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna text you every day, actually. I'm not gonna do that. We've gone from living together and seeing each other every day to I get maybe 1 text a day, and then I get left on red. And I think that's shit. I think that's absolute fucking garbage. You should absolutely prioritize communicating with your partner if you're gonna do something as retarded as doing a long distance relationship. So you see, I'd say that's my red flag, is like I want attention from you, and I want to talk to you. What else were your questions?
For me personally, I gotta say that I kind of like just, I don't feel like I need to text or be texted every single day. Like, you know what I mean? I don't feel like I need that. So, because I don't want to fucking get like I love my lady, you know, but I don't like want to get a text from her that's like, just took a shower, or lol. Like, what do I need that for? You know what I mean? And she doesn't want that either, so it kind of works for both of us. But like, I know that some people do want that, like a lot more of interaction. But dude, there's some, like, sometimes I go like 2-3 days without texting my partner. It's fine.
For me,
but
it's
I would
just
say
like,
3 days. 3 days is the limit, though. I will say, like, after 3 days, I'm sending like a hey, I love you, babe. Sup? Hope your week's okay.
For me, it's just been weaponized against me so many times, and every time a guy drops off, and as far as like text frequency, it's always because they just wanted to. They're done. It's every single time that they've done that, where they've gone from texting me all the time to not texting me at all. It's because they got bored in the relationship and they want to dump me. Because every single time I'm like, hey, you're not texting me as much as you used to, and they're like, oh well, can we talk on the phone? Or and then I get dumped over the phone, or I just get dumped over text. That's happened to me 4 different fucking times, and I'm just not putting up with it anymore. I personally, I see that as the red flag for me, so I'm just like, okay, if you're not gonna text me frequently, and I'm not even say, like, you don't have to send me fucking live updates like Alphys and Undertale when you're trying to solve fucking puzzles in Hotland. I don't need that shit, but like,
Yeah. No,
just knowing how your day how your day was going, just what you did today is cool, even if it's not interesting. It's just like those little moments are precious to me. I want to know what you're doing. I want to know how you're feeling, and I want to talk to you. And I don't think that's too much to ask from my perspective. But I know other people are different.
And it's people. No, it's like it's a preference thing. For
Yeah.
me personally, I just kind of like saving all my whatever happened throughout the week for the weekend, so I got stuff to talk about with my partner, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
hey babe, listen, all this stuff happened this week, and then we kind of like update each other on each other's week, and if something's urgent or something crazy happened, we text about it right away, and obviously if there's anything with urgency, we'll text right away or call, you know. It's just that we don't need those like, lol, just went to the gym, got such a good workout.
No, I don't do.
Yeah,
I don't do
yeah,
shit
fuck
like
that.
Like, cause one of my exes would always say, "Oh, you know, I'm really busy. I can't talk to you right now." And this was when I was working at Marvel for 16 hours a day, and I still made time to talk to him. If I can make time for you during that hellish experience, you can make time for me. So I won't accept I'm busy as an excuse.
No, there's always time. There's
Yeah,
always time. You
there's
can
always
find the
fucking-
time. Yeah.
It takes 5 seconds to just say, "Hey,
Yeah.
love you. Hope you're doing okay." That's it. That's all you need to do.
Grim Snarl 76. Yes, please ask your question. Go. All right. I don't know. He has a question for me,
Okay.
but he didn't write what it is, so I'm
You
like,
should've
okay,
just-
go for it.
Should have just asked.
Now I have the 2 chats in front of my face. I'm like, oh man, this is so much. I should have done this from the beginning. Sorry, YouTube fans, but you should go on Twitch. Twitch.com, best website for streaming and KFC commercials. And
Well, I think the problem with Twitch is you can't block the ads. I think you can use ad block on YouTube and you won't get live stream ads.
that's very fair. Also, no, not gonna lie, Popeyes is way fucking better than KFC.
I think that so too, but I both in general I don't like either of them. I think I prefer Cane's overall. Did I tell you
I
about?
never had Cane's.
Did I tell you
Okay.
about my super meal? So this is what I do when I've had like a really bad day and I deserve a little treat. Is I'll create the perfect meal. I'll go to Cane's. This takes me like 2 hours to do, by the way. I have to drive all around town. I'll go to Cane's, and I'll get the chicken. Then I'll go to Popeyes and I'll get fries. And then I'll go to In-N-Out to get a milkshake. And then I'll go to Chick-fil-A to get sauce and a salad. And that's the ideal meal for me when I feel like being bougie about it. Who just did a thing? Thank you for the super chat. Pale Hand Game. What are your autistic relationship requirements? They have to play Undertale. A good litmus test for potentially, are you a good person? A good person would like Undertale, and a good person would have done the pacifist route and understand what it means to be nice to people, the importance of being nice. I think it's both autistic fixation with Undertale, and both a litmus test for your personality.
Yeah, my ex introduced me to Undertale, and they're the best ex I ever had. They made me a better person. Dingus, what did you study in college? I am used to be a 3D character artist for video games and film.
Also with like the Undertale thing, it's like it's a very simple task. It's one of those if he wanted to, he would sort of thing, where if I ask a guy like, hey, oh, you like me? How much do you like me? Are you willing to spend 10 hours on a video game for me? It's like, you know, it's not like I'm asking you to go out and buy me a fucking Mercedes-Benz. I'm not asking you to do that. I'm asking you to, like, have some fun playing a video game that's really important to me and kind of gives you a good background for my sense of humor and the way I approach life. Have fun playing a video game in order to get to know me, and if you do that, then yeah, I'll take you more seriously as a potential partner. And in the past, when people like reject that and don't want to do that for me, but I continue dating them anyway, I'm always right in that they just get bored with the relationship eventually because they were never taking it seriously to begin with. So yeah, if I ever go back into dating again, And you know, at this point, I don't think I will. They have to play fucking Undertale. That's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You either play Undertale or you can go fuck yourself.
Also, don't date anybody who is local to California.
Yeah, also that. California's a
fuck
lost
that.
cause.
Lost cause. Somebody, like, we should do the dating questions. Some guy asked here, Grimsnarl. I had an issue with my ex-girlfriend getting jealous over taking care of my car and gaming collection. Although I was showing her same affection more than anyone in my life. Does all girls do this on purpose?
So
What?
they have to be Rick Astley
I
don't
and play
know.
Undertale outside of California.
Yeah.
Got it.
Correct. Yep. Those are
Yep,
my
yep.
3 dating requirements. They can also
Never
be
gonna
they can
live.
be Robert Pattinson. They can also be Robert Pattinson, or Mads Mikkelsen, or Toby Fox. But yeah, those.
Robert Pattinson is pretty hot.
Dude,
Yeah,
he's so hot. God.
not gonna lie.
Oh God,
Um,
he was playing such a wimp in Mickey 17. I'm like, oh, he's perfect. He's such a.
Yeah, you should see. If you guys like Robert Pattinson, go watch Good Time. It's on Netflix, I think. It's a phenomenal movie.
Oh yeah.
Your girlfriend got jealous because you take care of your car and your gaming collection. Man, I don't fucking know. I don't know how much time you spent on that compared to her. It's hard for me to gauge. I would say that you should, if she got jealous because you have interests, that's a bad girlfriend, and she should be thrilled that you have your own interests and hobbies, and she should encourage you to have them the same. And you should do the same for her if she was into something. That's all the advice I'm going to give you about that, because you didn't pay money. Next time, pay money or use the form. All right.
Are you guys not
That's-
local to California? I'm in California. I don't know where Dinghis is. I have no idea. That's definitely a secret. I have no idea. Haha.
We could say PNW.
Because I accidentally
That's fine.
dox him every fucking stream, and it's like
Yeah,
something I'm not thinking about.
PNW. I'm in the PNW.
But yeah, it's not. It's because every guy I've dated is local to California. Almost all of them, and they're almost.
If you
always
like Robert Pattinson,
evil.
watch Water for Elephants. Awesome movie.
I'll write that
Yeah.
down.
I really hated living in California. I lived there for like 6 or 7 years. I hated every single second of it. I fucking hate LA. I think it's the worst city on the planet. And I used to live in a place where the buses blow up. Alright. Next. it's the truth.
Yeah. It's because everybody in the Southern California, Los Angeles area is like, they treat dating like it's a transaction. Like, they're not dating because they want to fall in love. They're dating to see what they can get out of you. Because that's how they attack getting work. Like, they usually, if you're in Los Angeles, you're there for a reason, right? Because nobody wants to live in Los Angeles on purpose. It's because you're usually in the entertainment industry. And the entertainment industry is all about stepping on other people in order to get somewhere higher than you were before. And that behavior carries over to dating 99% of the time. So that's fucking why I don't want to date somebody from California anymore. It's like a pain. But I'm also caught in this weird space where I also don't want to do long distance relationships either. Because if a guy does something mean, I can't go to his house and kick his ass. That's also a real problem. And you know, I've been broken up with over text message a lot of the time because of they can use that to their advantage. So I don't want to have to fucking play those games anymore with people. So that's why I've just taken myself out of the dating pool, because I'm not really in a position to do it without...
Okay, also... Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, somebody said, what about the Bay Area in California? In all honesty, my current girlfriend's from the Bay Area, and I love her, so...
Well, I don't know. I
know.
haven't been to the Bay Area personally, so I can't vouch for that. But I can say for sure that Southern Californians are they're a no. It's a no for me. No for me, Chief. All right, next.
Yeah, I met some really nice people from Bay Area. I don't think it counts as like LA. All right, next.
Name, ghost, gender presentation, whatever I feel like. Age 21. Casual dating. Do people nowadays feel like they have to talk to each other way more than previous generations? I feel like previously it was all right to not speak for a few days, but now people will break up with you if you don't respond to them in an hour. I get we've made progress regarding communication ability, but it seems a bit absurd to speak to someone every day to me. Like, I run out of shit to say, and honestly run out of social battery with said person. Is it normal to feel this way? Well, yeah, we went over
No
that
offense,
earlier.
we went over that like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, just go watch the VOD, bro.
Just go watch the VOD.
No reason to fucking answer this at this point. We literally went over this. I don't see any reason. You see a reason to answer it?
I'll just reiterate some things. Just different strokes for different folks. And even in my case, I think having to talk to somebody every hour is excessive. I'm just like, oh, if you've got something to do that day, just tell me beforehand. that you're gonna be a little bit encumbered, and just give me a quick I love you text, because I was dating a guy. It was the long distance relationship guy, and then he weirdly didn't text me that entire day, and I'm like, hey, what the fuck? This is like physically hurting me that you're doing this. And then lo and behold, I check his Instagram and I check that he's been tagged in a new photo and he's at the beach with a girl. So that's why sometimes it is important to keep up communication, because when you're deliberately not doing it, you might be fucking up to something in my experience. But I know that's not always
fair.
the case, but just because he could have just said, hey, heads up, I'm gonna go to the beach with friends later today and there will be women there, don't be weird about it. But instead he chose to make himself look more suspicious by not telling me at all. So
Yep.
he was probably fucking up to something if he didn't want to tell me about it.
Yep.
Alright, next. Name Scooby. Male, straight, age 30. Ranked competitive dating.
Over the last 2 to 3 years, every time I click with someone and go on a date, it turns out they have massive self-esteem issues, a substance addiction, or are a serial dater. I'm starting to think I'm the problem here. Any idea on how to pick better, or am I just doomed? That doesn't sound like it's a you problem. It sounds like...
No, it does.
It does?
It does.
How?
Yeah, 100%. Because you're going for a certain type. There's no chance you've dated 3 or 5 or how many fucking girls like this in a row, and it's not your fault. At some point, it's your fault, dude, because you obviously have a type, and maybe they look or act a certain way that attracts you, and then you're like, oh shit, why do all these girls have the same fucking problems? And it's because you're dating in the same fucking kind of pool that you're attracted to.
Yeah, I think, like, for me, I've dated a bunch of shitheads in a row, and I am to blame to a degree, because what I do is I ignore red flags, because I think I'm not good enough for somebody who's, like, taking care of themselves and normal. So when somebody presents me with very obvious flags, i.e. wearing sweatpants to the date, telling my father that he's not going to marry me, being really into Hitler, I ignore that stuff.
Yeah.
Playing League of Legends, I ignore it. It's fine. Well, at least he's
Yeah.
going on a date with me. Wow, I feel so fucking worthy. That's a me problem. And now I'm not doing that shit anymore. So yeah, I guess you're right about that. That maybe it is a him problem.
Yeah, start dating. My biggest suggestion right now for you is date a girl that you normally would not date. Maybe with different interests or a different look or something that you wouldn't necessarily expect. And see if that works. Date somebody that you don't expect to date and see if you're happier and if it clicks more. A lot of stuff happens in life from places you don't really expect. That's what I highly suggest. Also, make sure she doesn't wear, for future, no Cookie Monster sweatpants. That's if she has Cookie Monster sweatpants, run, brother.
Pro Trump, oh bro, pro Trump pales into comparison to my ex-husband, man. That was a league beyond being pro Trump, to the point where Trump wasn't enough for the guy. He wanted like eugenics and shit, and he hated Jews. That's a whole different fucking ballgame. Like me personally, I don't care what your political beliefs are. I don't let that stuff bother me unless you like talk too fucking much about it. But yeah. Denying the Holocaust is where I draw the line, because I have personal experience dating somebody like that, and it was a rough time. It was a pretty bad fucking time. Probably big red flag. If somebody said either the Holocaust didn't happen or it should have happened if it didn't. Probably don't date somebody like that.
I want to check something real quick. Hey, everybody in chat, if you like Jews, write 1. If you don't like Jews, write 2. All right.
Hold on. My mom's calling me. 1 sec.
All right.
Hello? Okay. All right. I'll be down. All right. It's actually 5 o'clock, so I think we're gonna call it there. We got through a good. Kept getting distracted, but that's part of the fun. Talking about
That's part of the fun.
friends fucking eggplants and poop knives.
Hey, we're more than this. Is variety and dating. We should probably raid Frank though.
Oh yeah, let's raid Frank again.
Let's raid Frank.
Thank you
Frank's
for
a
the
good
gifted
guy.
subs,
We love him.
Neurokit. How do I raid again? I always fucking forget how to do this. Hold on.
You /raid and then you put Frank's channel.
Raid. What's Frank's channel name again?
I like somebody wrote too. Some of them are all right. Of course, it's the guy with the Sam Hyde fucking profile picture. The Zionist argument, the problem is people are using that as a dog whistle to hate Jews. I don't buy it anymore. Although there is a lot of fair criticism. But I'm not gonna get into that.
Alright, what's Frank's channel? Frank.
It's Frank Howley.
How do I spell that?
Hold on. Let me open it in a new tab. Frank Howley.
Howley.
Frank Howley.
Hope that worked. Usually it comes out. I probably spelled it wrong. Spell it again?
Howley.
Okay. And just it's /raid.
I think so, yeah. Also, thank you for everybody who donated a lot of money today. That was really fucking cool of you. If we get to 200 bucks, you'll get to know about the pigeon story. Yeah, I had a blast. I hope I'll probably be here next time. Maybe. Who knows? Could be real.
Okay, yeah, it's working. Cool. We're all rating Frank. He might rap. That might be cool.
No, to rap you need to redeem like 150,000 points on his channel.
Oh,
Luckily,
shit.
I have that.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, every time I'm gonna make him rap for you. Besides, dude, you're mogging the shit out of him right now. He has only 35 people watching.
Well, I love to do a person a solid. All right, guys, thanks for stopping in. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. It was really
fun. Bye bye. Love you. Say bye.
Also, subscribe to Frank. He fucking rules too.
All right, it's rating. I think I will hang up
rated.
the phone.
Yeah, we did it.
Cause I gotta go hang out with my mom.
All right, dude. Good luck. It was fun fucking speaking.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for stopping by. See ya.
No problem. See ya.